Yep. Let's turn all that down. Oh, resize my window and did not fix that. Okay. Right there. So many windows, so little time.
Yeah, I have so many browser windows. It's kind of insane.
Can everybody hear? Let's see, who is this? Lauren. Uh-oh. Couldn't pre-order New World. You should be able to. You should be able to. Unless they stop pre-orders. I sent you a lot of mail in the game, Kitty.
In ESO?
Yeah, whenever you get to it.
Was it yesterday? Because I logged in last night and opened up all the mail that I had, or was it today?
It was last night. Okay, Kitty's kind of quiet. Say something again, Kitty.
Something again, Kitty?
Okay, can you get everybody here now? Let me turn my
Sorry.
sound down. Okay. Oh shit, what's going on, Nate?
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Hey, Nate.
I'm suffering like you are with the Zoom this morning, man. Zoom failed us. Failed us on the first day.
Really?
Yeah. I think they were having problems everywhere.
That's what I'm guessing. I mean, I don't think that they anticipated all the, I guess, the capacity, of what was going to be happening, but I don't know. I'm not a computer guy.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just too many people today's the first day of school for a lot of kids. So I'm thinking they didn't realize it.
Yeah. It's like, y'all know how many kids y'all got coming. Y'all know your computer system ain't going to be able to handle it, so something. We're live, by the way. For those of you wanting New World, I've completely fucked up on the date because I was too busy with school stuff, my school and my kids, so I got the date wrong. But oh well, it'll be tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
No, I'm just looking at the chat. There's a whole bunch of people up in here. I see everybody. The Geek Room, Lucifer. It's crazy out here.
Oh yeah, everybody's here looking at fucking Shani's going nuts again. Like that. That's what it is. She's losing.
That woman is a train wreck.
She is. She is. She is absolute train wreck, and it's hilarious to watch because her and Rev want to pretend like they want to have conversations with people. It's like, well, that comes twofold. You can't have conversations and encourage people to speak their minds and want to hear them, but then when they speak their minds and it's something that you don't like, you then tell them they can't say it. Right? That doesn't work that way. So she's back to banning people.
Damn.
Like, I honestly, the way that she was being so fucking deferential to you and to Sam, like, I think she's, like, seeing the writing on the wall with Rev, and, like, the money is gonna dry up, and she's already looking for her next victim.
Possibly. Quite
What
possibly.
did Rev hit some cash or something? How come Rev got all this cash?
His mommy.
Say it again.
His mommy. That's all it is. His mommy left him a bunch of money. That's it. He didn't do it. He didn't do shit, but exist. That's it. That is
She set up
it.
like a trust fund or something for him.
Yeah. He fucking. She left him some money, and then he can claim like he did something in life, and fucking Shanny's like, you know what? That looked really good with some DoorDash. Yeah, so that money's gonna be gone.
Literally, right? Eating out of house and home.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Because she don't leave that fucking bed.
Won't be too much longer now before she won't be able to, unless they knock a hole in the wall and bust in a crane.
Somebody was saying, shout out to your, yeah, that's the add-on. It won't be too long until she fucking, we're watching the prequel to My 600 Pound Life. Somebody said that the other day, and I was like, you know what? It's true.
But where's she at?
All the prequels.
Is she about? Shannon's about what? Up in the 300-pound mark? Well, she's got to be like 300-400 pounds,
Oh,
right?
she's higher than that.
Oh, yeah,
she's higher than 300.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I had a friend that weighed 400 pounds and was smaller than her.
Damn.
So she's got to be pushing 450.
You know what? If I was doing one of those, you know, when you go to the carnival and they do that guess my weight. I know when they get the Shandy, they be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, they have fun with that.
Right.
One. All right, plus or minus 50. Plus, you gotta give some buffer room. Plus or minus 50.
Yeah, because they usually try to get you within 10 or 15 pounds, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I think it's within 10. Like, they never were able to guess my weight accurately whenever I would do one of those, because whether I was skinny or even when I was thicker and when I weighed more, like, I carry the weight across my whole body. So, like, I don't look as heavy as I am. Like, even when I weighed, 200 pounds when my son was born, I mean, obviously I was pregnant, but like even after he was born, it didn't look like I weighed over 200 pounds, but I did.
Yeah, people actually have a hard time believing that I'm my weight. It's like, no, I just carry it really well. It's not, I don't look sloppy like Shanny. That's why.
I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because you look good, or you look better than you would. But it's a curse because when you got like thick thighs and you're trying to find like shit that fits, it's not easy.
Oh, I bet, especially for women.
Well, and like I've always had issues with sizing because like before the weight and now, because like now I'm a size 6, and I weigh about $140, like 140, 145, but I'm a 34 triple D. So trying to find bras that are 34 triple D, like I have to go to Victoria's Secret. Nowhere else actually makes them in that size, at least not any quality ones. So like if I was going for like 2-piece bathing suits, I'd have to always buy separates because I would need a large top and then I would need like smaller medium bottoms. And I've always had trouble trying to find clothing that fits, which is one of the reasons I started getting into sewing, so I could make shit myself.
Yeah, I could see how that would be quite advantageous.
And even my son, like, it was mostly for him, though, because he is teeny tiny, like, he's like a little string bean, like, but he's really tall. Like, he's already up to my chest, like, he's up to my breasts, and he's only 6 years old. And I'm 5'6". And so he's really tall, but really skinny. So if I get him like pants, like a size 5T or a 6 will fit him in length, but in the waist, it's like, I mean, it's not saggy pants. He takes a step and they're down on the ground. So, like he's like a 3 or, he's like a 3T, 4T in the waist, but then like a size 6 in length.
Oh shit, Raging Atheist Live. Fucking, what was I gonna ask you? That, when is yours going to school now? Or I think they're sending y'all's back because you're in Florida. So
I'm in Florida, and school started last Monday, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm homeschooling him. So, are you fucking kidding me? There's no way in hell. I was already on the fence about homeschooling him this year anyway, and then COVID happened, and it made the decision for me.
Shit, I bet. That will help you make that decision really quickly.
I know that I'm fortunate to be in the position to be able to do it, and not everyone can. Like, I cherish the fact that I get to be a stay-at-home mom. You know, it's one of the benefits of my disability, I guess, you know, being able to be there. So, like, I'll be able to do the field trips and stuff when he does start public school. But that's not going to be for at least a year, maybe 2, because I want to make sure that this COVID shit is dealt with.
Yeah, I'd rather not send them out there because, you know, it's kids, right? Kids are going to touching and sniffing and snotting and everything.
Kids are fucking gross.
Yeah.
And with his diagnosis, he doesn't always understand consequences. So it's like I can tell him, oh, you know, that has germs. Germs will make you sick. But he doesn't understand that more in the abstract. He can understand, like, cause and effect when it's something tangible, where, you know, I can show him, okay, I do this and that happens. But when it's something more abstract, don't climb on that because if you fall, you'll get hurt. Or don't touch that because it's hot. You know, those kinds of things. He doesn't seem to grasp the more abstract cause and effect or why. Like, if you ask him, Richard, why did you dump this out? He'll be like, okay. It's like it's not clicking for him, you know, why. And it's something we're working on with his therapist, but it's a struggle.
So Geekmer said both the boys doing virtual learning. Yeah, that's what we're at right now. I had to email the teacher, and the teacher had to send me the whatever. It wasn't Zoom they were using. It was something like Microsoft Meet. I think they're using.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I can't see the comments because I don't know if it'll keep me in the stream if I, you know, because I'm on my phone right now. I'm sitting outside. My son's in therapy at the moment, so I don't know if I try to go look at the YouTube video to see the comments, if it's going to bump me out of this, if I have to have the browser open or not on my phone.
I'm able to switch screens when I'm doing this.
Yeah, it probably won't, but I understand.
Just let you back in. Launder. There we go.
Fucking, this game patched between the time I logged out last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning and now. What the fuck? So yeah, I'm downloading the update patch and then I'll be in.
Okay.
I'm trying to run at least one dungeon a day because, well, the first dungeon you run is at least a level. It's like extra 30,000 experience, and it scales with your levels. So.
Fuck yeah. Also, you reminded me I need to go and actually do my Undaunted stuff.
Yeah, I need to finish that quest line so I can start getting Undaunted stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a helm that
I've
I
got
need.
some sewing to do when I get home, but I was going to take a break and definitely play some games tonight. Probably play a couple matches in League because I need to grind out a few more tokens before the event ends tomorrow, and then I'll finish the night with some ESO.
Okay.
I'm probably going to stream on Twitch tomorrow because it's the big Warframe drop with the new open world area and everything, and so everybody's going to be streaming Warframe, so why the hell not?
Everything and whatnot. Science Geek says...
Who's your favorite Warframe?
Valkyr.
Valkyr, really? Like old school. For me, it's Korra because she's a whips and chains badass cat.
Well, yeah, Korra has more cat. Valkyr is more cat.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. That's fair. But no, when Korra came out, and I'm like, dude, this chick has a living barbed wire that she uses as a whip, and as a with whips and chains, and oh, it's great. And I actually have my crazy cat lady build with her, where I have a Kavat and
Venari.
Yeah. So like, it's great. Well, ever since they put vacuum the vacuum mod for pets, I was like, why bring a Sentinel when I can bring a cat?
Especially since the Smita Kavat gives the amazing buffs that it gives.
Yeah, and the chance to find one of the world items, like like Orkin cells or whatever, depending on the planet you're on.
Yeah. And then of course, if you want like just Team BDSM all the way, you run a Haru with,
Yeah.
the Korra.
Oh my god, that fucking quest, my heart. Like, I cried. I'm
the
not
Chains of
gonna lie,
Haru quest? Yeah.
Yeah. I cried so hard because, like, I felt that, like...
Yeah.
Oh, not gonna
Well,
I
can see how it would be, like, extremely more personal to you, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But if anyone else wants to play, I'm not going to ruin it because it is an amazing quest line.
I don't even ruin Second Dream or New War or Old War for people.
Yeah, I try to make sure that I don't, do, transparent.
Spoilers.
Like, like if I'm running with Lobies, like, I try not to do transference so that I don't ruin anything.
Well, I felt bad because I ran a capture mission earlier, and the guy that I ended up in the mission with was like MR2, and I'm running around on my Excalibur Umbra, and I'm like, okay, let me not do anything other than what I'm here to do.
Yeah, that's hard. I think I'm MR26. Like, I was one level away from max when I stopped playing. And it's just because the freaking mastery chest was annoying. Like, I could level up. It fucking was hard. And I said, you know what? I'm good.
I stopped leveling MR at 22 on purpose. Like, I'm probably MR 24 or 25 at least, with the amount of stuff I've leveled since I hit 22, but I don't want to take another mastery test.
That's fair.
Because, like, the name of that particular mastery rank is Golden Tiger.
Makes sense.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to stop, because the next one starts
going
going
into dragons. If they make a Platinum Tiger, if they, like, go back...
yeah. They circle back around, yeah. I think they're also releasing into the Broken Warframe tomorrow.
Ooh.
So if
Chris
that
has been the one still playing. Like, I haven't really played much. Like, I did pretty much everything in the game, and then there wasn't really much new content. Like, I haven't even made a Lich yet. Like, all of the Lich content I haven't bothered with because I just haven't really attempted. Like, because a lot of it came out like around the start of the pandemic, I mean, maybe a little bit before, where I was just like, yeah, I'll get to it. But then all the sewing and whatnot, and then I'd also pick up the Witcher trilogy. I played through that, so like I did that at the beginning of the pandemic, and then got into sewing for everybody. And like I said, over 200 masks so far. Like I think like I'm at like 205. So, like, what's 5 after 200?
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm trying to think. I've definitely done more of the ones, like, what I sent to Spackle and the ones that I wear when I got pictures of me in a mask. But I have made some of the trifold ones, and I count those among the number of masks sewn because it's still a mask. I just don't like doing those because they're not as protective for the person wearing them as one with multiple layers of fabric and fusible interfacing. And you really can't use much in the way of interfacing in the little trifold accordion masks. Those are just cloth, and those are really only to protect other people from your germs rather than protect you from theirs.
Yeah.
Like, now I feel bad. We've just kind of run away with the conversation, and this is drag stream.
It's
No,
okay.
no.
Drag's doing
Sorry,
Cyrodiil stuff.
senpai.
He's, you know.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm focused on Cyrodiil.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the chat every so often, but I do actually have to concentrate on this because I'm gonna get fucked. I am like 2 people can one shot me if I'm not careful.
True.
Just jumping in because I just want to know, what are you playing Warframe on, console or PC?
PC.
PC.
It's
PC
not.
Master Race.
Yeah, yeah. Have fun with that. Anyway, I mean, like PlayStation 5 is gonna come with the fastest SSD there is, and that's gonna be a game changer. But in the custom I/O, but we're not gonna have that conversation right now. The reason why I'm asking because I haven't played Warframe in a year, and I think I'm missing out on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And then, like I said, Heart of Demos drops tomorrow, so.
And it's not crossplay. That's what I hate because like all the people I played Warframe with on console.
Well, Hana plays on PS4, but you'd have to talk her into it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could play on PS4. It's just the console controls feel so clunky.
Well,
Like,
I use a 360 controller on PC. I'm not even gonna lie.
Thank you. Somebody, okay.
No,
Thank
I
you.
use keyboard and mouse. Like, but I mean, when they came out with Warframe for the Switch, I did the port over where it just basically made a copy of my account for that. They didn't give me my plat though, which kind of sucked. But I guess that could have been economy breaking. So.
Well, and it
But
would have
anyway.
been duplicating your plat, so it would have been them essentially giving you that much money.
Yeah, but it's for a separate thing. It's not like there's crossplay. It's not like I would get that benefit back on the other system. But like I said, other than that, I sent pretty much everything over except for at that time I don't think Cora was out on console, so I don't think I had her or Baruch or Garuda. I think like it was before those Warframes had come out. Like I owned them, but or at least not Baruch, not Baruch, but I think Cora and the other one, like they were already out on PC, and I haven't played it since. Like I tried, I really did, but the console controls were just like clunky feeling, especially Arcwing missions. Those were just like fucking kill yourself.
On the Switch, it's a little worse because for some reason, like at least on my Switch, it doesn't disable the motion controls even when I've disabled them. So it feels really off.
Yeah, and see the thing is the reason why I play on consoles because of my computer. I literally have tested this. I can only do 16 gigs of RAM, and so my computer is basically a little bit better than the potato. So I have to do console gaming. And like the people that I was playing Warframe with, like they just stopped. It was doing the same thing with like games like fucking DC Online, DC Universe Online, which man, that is a fun game. I know we have people that like City of Heroes and Villains, but DCUO, that is a fun game.
Well, City of Heroes, the Homecoming is actually still progressing and still up, so I mean, I may go back and play that some more too.
I remember playing City of Heroes back in the day. It was a nice little palate cleanser from like all the World of Warcraft that I was playing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's back. It's still up and still working. So.
See, with me and DCUO, I played a sorcerer class, and I literally was a sorcerer that would be next to the tank in raid fights because I had so many skill points. Like they're like, "You're a healer, stay back," and then like I don't know if anybody's played it when they did the time where you had to fight like 5 Lex Luthors or 5 Batmans on the villain side. I was the healer that when they used to have to run double tanks, I was one of the healers that started when they ran just single tanks, and they was able to pull all the tanks and shit, pull all the aggro and shit.
Nice.
Nice, man. Hey, I play on PS4 Crimson. I don't know if you want to play like Warframe on there.
Yeah, PS4's actually got a pretty sizable community. It's Xbox 360 that has like one of the smaller, and I think Switch is actually smaller than that.
Yeah, PS4 when they basically was a launch title, and that's why it's kept up the community.
Yeah. But I know that they're working on cross save. I know they've been doing a lot of database work and tagging items that didn't used to be tagged in the database and stuff like that as far as coding goes. So, with this release of Heart of Deimos on all platforms at the same time, I know they're getting closer to things like cross save because they're not releasing the essentially the beta build on PC and letting the PC players test it and find all the bugs before they release it on consoles this time.
I mean, isn't that kind of how they've always done it though? Like PC gets things first, and they find any bugs or exploits because like it doesn't cost them anything to push updates to PC, but don't consoles require them to pay to update?
It's not just there's the whole cert process where it has to go through cert every single time you push an update. So if you push an update and then you want to push a hotfix, you have to recertify the whole update for the hotfix.
And I don't see why like Microsoft didn't take advantage of that because that's mostly what PlayStation does. Like that was a key thing about like they could have beat PlayStation, but like they just stopped wanting to make games and wanting to make services. But that's console war bullshit, and like I can have a whole conversation about that.
Yeah. But like this one, they had a public test server for a couple of weekends, I think, and they collected all the data they needed that way. And now they're releasing the actual update to all consoles and PC at the same time tomorrow.
That's awesome.
And I haven't seen what the drops are going to be yet, but there will be drops on Twitch. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm probably just gonna jump on because you get tired of doing certain games. Like I literally was playing too much Elite Dangerous where I ran out of things to do with the amount of ship that with the type of ship that I had.
Yeah.
I made it to the Galactic Core and came back, but like that was before engineers. That's before I paid for the engineer expansion. So it took me literally a week to get to the Galactic Core.
On the Neutron Highway. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd still take me a couple of days to get out there, like actual steady days. Even with the 70 plus light years that I can jump right now.
The thing is, like, I do 10-hour days on my call. Like, I'm literally on my call center job right now. I'm just ain't no calls coming in, so I can't play it like I want to. And it's not really fun when you are like playing by yourself, especially going to the Galactic Core. It's fucking just like you drop in, scan, then scoop, then drop out. That can be monotonous.
Yeah.
I do want to take my because I got a Diamondback Explorer, and I want to actually go to Beagle's Point, but that's going to be I need to get as much engineering that I can get.
Yeah. What you need to do is engineer all the stuff you can in the bubble, and then go to Colonia and do the engineering out there to lighten stuff up some more, and then head out from Colonia. Like I haven't even been to Colonia as of yet because like it's just I don't want to take the like 4 to 6 hours to jump out there, and then be stuck out there, and have to take 4 to 6 hours to jump back, or more.
I mean, like I got a few planets named after me because I was first to discover them. So
I've got a couple.
When I played through it, like I literally for all the exploration, I literally came off of 200 mil, excuse me, for.
I gotcha. Yeah, I made 2 million just going out and getting mats for engineering, and I only went about 1,200 light years out. So definitely feel you there. Goddamn, how big is this fucking patch?
Still downloading?
Yeah. Looks like there's 20 gigs left.
Jeez.
Something like that. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is in this patch?
I think is there a new raid or something that's supposed to be released?
Yeah, Stonethorn and update 27 is the thing here. So let's see. 2 new 4-player dungeons. Continuation of the Dark Heart of Scarm storyline. New gear, achievements, and collectibles. New character pathing tool for the housing system. Performance improvements, bug fixes, and more.
Let's see. Don't get too far ahead. I'll be on later. I'm off for the next 2 days. Okay. Yeah, I need to change the description. I forgot it's Tuesday. Tuesday is going live for ESO.
Yeah.
Not ESO,
Is it the? Did you check all the stuff that you got from it to make sure you can stream it?
Yeah, the NDA is fine as long as I don't talk about any past stuff. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know because it said closed beta was the first time you'd be able to stream, and I wasn't sure if this was a closed beta since the website says that won't happen until like January.
Yeah, they haven't updated it yet, but there's a newer NDA that talks about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just going based off the website because I haven't been able to get the game, so. Your retrospect, it looks like?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I'll probably go out to Elsewhere and fight a couple of dragons or something, because that's fun.
I've yet to do that. Let me know, because I'll definitely heal.
And it's good money, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, the dragons drop, like, random stuff. And so, like, some of the stuff that they drop is worth, like, between anywhere from 40 to 50 gold to, like, 250, 500 gold. Just from the one piece of stuff they drop. And then they also drop some purple gear and dragon's blood for making stuff. And, yeah.
Yeah, my fault, guys. I had a call come in, so, of course.
Yeah, I figured. I've worked call center before. As soon as you muted, like, in the middle of a sentence, I'm like, I know what's up.
Like for me, like I if they actually did not give out free games for PlayStation 4, I would have no library, or very heavily discounted. So I would love to like play like Warframe and shit like that, because like a lot of these other games, I just can't invest $60 into a new game anymore.
Oh, no, I gotcha.
Oh my god, these fuckers have that goddamn under supported buff shit. The underdog, that's what I was thinking about. Like, he's taking on 3 of us. Like, this is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. Oop, nope.
He's not really doing a whole lot of damage to y'all, though.
No. He can't, like, if he gets, let's see, if he gets a good shot on me, I'm done.
Well, yeah, because you're clothy and all that, but yeah. No, what's going to piss me off is I don't have ESO Plus, so this whole update that's downloading, like, I'm not going to be able to use any of. As far as, like, the storyline and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Damn. There's 2 of them. Yeah, I can't out-heal them.
So let me ask this question: if you would actually gauge like games like this, be it Ever Scrolls, Final Fantasy 14, or WoW, what will be the order?
I mean, it depends. If you're looking for something you can pick up and let go really easily, Elder Scrolls and Final Fantasy 14 are really easy to pick up and let go with the haste. But if you're looking for a better community, you're looking for more stability, content. Of course, WoW is the top tier. I like this type of battleground stuff where you're using siege weapons and you have to coordinate. That's why I've always loved ESO.
Well, WoW has a lot of like there's some super toxic elements in the WoW community, but also WoW is one of those things like, especially for a streamer, like if you're gonna stream WoW, you're gonna generally stream only WoW, because if people come expecting WoW and they see something else, they bitch, moan, and complain and move to another streamer. Like it's impossible to grow your audience if you're gonna be a variety streamer and stream WoW.
See, I mean, like, I want to grow my audience off of the games, but I also want to do it off of fucking commentary.
Yeah.
And I like, if people don't like, surprisingly, streaming is not where I get most of my views from. It is literally from me doing the fucking videos and like cutting them up and shit like that. Because like, I don't know, maybe I need to get scheduled, but like, I want to do commentary for a living, but in conjunction with my art. But like, some of these motherfuckers who like, I won't say this. Some of these motherfuckers who claim to want to have YouTube as a career, they're doing it so fucking wrong. One, they're inflating themselves.
Yeah.
And two, like, let's take our perfect example of the idiot in Jersey. Does he know if he monetizes his content, he would not only have money issue like gone, but he would actually get a boost to his fucking channel because making his money and YouTube would push him, and he doesn't cuss or do anything like that.
But he doesn't get views. That's the thing. Like, he has this giant subscriber base that he bought of, what is it, something like 12,000 subscribers. But like, if you look at his view count, it's like 200-300 views tops. So he doesn't get the views that his subscriber base says that he should get. So even if he monetized his channel, he wouldn't get much.
It just, I would think YouTube will push him because they can make money off of him. However little it is.
No, because of how freaking spastic and like just on the attack he is about dumb shit all the time.
Right.
Like, just because he doesn't cuss doesn't mean he's not like a toxic piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I was gonna say I'm about to drop out. I'm gonna be listening to the stream, but I've gotta run some errands and go grab some lunch. So I will catch you guys later.
Be safe out there, kitty.
All right, be safe.
Thank you, honey. Thanks.
You see, I'm looking at this game and I'm looking like, yeah, it looks cool, but it's just like, do I want to actually buy it up front? Like, do I just want to save my money up to get Ghost of Tsushima?
I don't know if it's on sale on PS4, but I know it was on sale on Steam for like $10.
No, PS4 wouldn't put it on sale.
I could go to Tsushima. Well, I actually have it, but yeah, you should go to Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, from what I've seen, is a freaking amazing ass game.
It's pretty good. Yeah, like, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's just something that nice and fun to just sit back and relax and just play a nice game. Man.
Well, the gameplay's solid. The actual like cultural aspects are there, and a lot of the lore for people who don't know about like Japanese mythology and stuff is there too. So.
I mean, like, I'm always a fan of Sucker Punch games. Like, I liked all the Infamous games, even Second Son. Second Son was fun to me, even though it wasn't Infamous 2. But Second Son was fun to me because you go fuck with people in the real world and go have fun.
Yeah.
Now, I think the only PlayStation studio that I don't really like is Naughty Dog, but I've had a problem with them and it's outside of the games. Like, I'm a big fuck you with expecting your workers to work 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
That ruins my experience, especially when I'm somebody who's forced to work 50 fucking hours a week.
That's one of the things that pissed me off about Gearbox.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely love Gearbox games, but like, actually treat your employees like they're human beings.
And then when you get people that's like, well, it's for art and they should do it for the commitment of art. I'm like, dude, like commitment doesn't pay a fucking bill.
Yeah, it's like those people who show up and like, hey, can you do me art? I'll pay you an exposure. No, I need cash, dude. Sorry.
Oh shit, I literally just had an artist story or somebody was like, hey, can you touch up this picture of my mother? And I did it. Well, I don't like the cartoony look. My sample art was my style. Well, okay, but I don't like it. Did it. After I did it, then was like, oh yeah, no, I don't like it. A few weeks later, well, I talked to my painter and they said that they can actually, take it and use the painting. I'm like, okay, cool, great. But first, can you fix the nose? Nah, deposit first. I'm not doing shit until you pay me. Well, fine, but the eyes look crooked. No, you're not going to get a picture because I watermarked it basically. You're not going to get me doing extra work on this shit that you done already ghosted me on. And my action price is nothing. It's $50 action price.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you cheap about your memory of your loved one over $50?
I don't know. I got friends who are artists that charge less, and I'm like, you need to charge more for your time, and they're like, well, then I won't actually get any commissions, and it's like, that's because other people are lowballing them. People need to understand that when you're doing art, you're selling your time, and your time has a price tag on it. Because that's a thing that you don't get back.
And see, that's my thing. That's what I really want to make my career off of. With the area I'm in the Chicagoland area. Like all of the conventions and shit was canceled. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of something called Anime Midwest.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I was going to be there again this year, and they fucking canceled it. I mean, like the person who runs it is a piece of shit. But like, it's just one of those things. Where it's just like I need to get away from my 9 to 5.
I got you. Artist alleys can be real fun places to hang out too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
people are asking for the stream now.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not paying attention, dude. What the fuck? EP days.
Oh, Drag! I was watching your guest star on the Grannies with Tea or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, judging by what some of these other motherfuckers like Shenny and G-Man would take, that wouldn't be real. Of course, nobody wants to listen to him. That's the fucking craziest shit that I've ever seen. Like, they don't believe that normal people think that they are abnormal.
Oh yeah, they think that they're absolutely perfectly sane.
I thought it was funny when I told this story of the Starbucks story yesterday, and people were like, "What? Really? Is this how this went down?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yep. Oh yeah. It's like I don't know why he forgets. It's like there's like 4 or 5 people that were there witnessing that. Oh, so now you believe it's the testimony. Okay, if that's the hill that you want to die on, we can acknowledge that the actual real witnesses that are here telling you about it are saying that it happened and you're lying. Like don't try to bring this back. Oh well, there people say that things happen to Jesus and we can't talk to them now, can we? Oh no, buddy.
We couldn't even talk to them then because they weren't real.
It's like, bruh.
It always has to come back to God whenever he's back into a corner.
Yeah.
Don't you know he's Jesus? He's Jesus. That's what he is.
That bullshit he tried to pull with FabFit Geeky yesterday though, like really pissed me off.
Yeah, so dude, we were in the private chat and we're like, and I'm just like, let me in, please let me in, and fucking when she had to reprimand Alex was like all caps losing his shit, and he was please broadcast me, bro, bring me in, bring five, bring me in, like he was going nuts, and I'm like, don't sit there and take the abuse, don't. He's going to
Well,
keep doing this.
The thing that pissed me off was like she gave him a way to like actually hurt her. Well, as soon as she looked him dead in the face and said, "Well, I've had somebody cheat on me before." Oh fuck!
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's gonna use that.
Now it's shit that he's gonna bring up ad nauseum forever just
That's-
because he knows he can get to you with that.
Yeah, I'm like, don't show your belly to this dude. Like that's all that he's going to do. And everything and whatnot.
My problem is, why did he have to be so malicious? Like, dude, like.
Because his daddy touched him.
It's quite possible. I mean, I'm not going to make that assertion, but I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Oh, Lulu did last night. Lulu was like, he's just upset that your Muslim stepdaddy touched you. I was like, oh.
I'm not gay. Like, dude, like, and I'm somebody that's very progressive on it. Dude, if you like men and women, do it. Like, have fun with it. Like, don't let your religions block you living your best life. Go get, London Bridge or, Paris, Tower of Paris.
Put all up in a wobbly age, yeah.
Like, have your fun. Like, dude, nobody's gonna think you're less of a man except for the toxic motherfuckers that you think.
Brothers. Except all of his brothers.
But they think he's less of a man now. Like, do they really have a high regard of this man?
Yes.
They actually, like, Veckel does, for sure.
What I mean, it's Veckel.
I said man. Anybody gonna, like, just because you had a child doesn't make you a man.
Fair. They're lesbians that have children.
And then Rev, like, oh my God, I just want to, like, the thing about it is, I think he is getting tired of the abuse. I think he is. Like, that whole clip of them when they were talking about when Shandy was watching that thing and she was like, I can't have white sheets. And he was like, why the fuck would you say that? They're going to be making fun of you.
It's like, bruh, do you not know that other people have sex? Other people have white sheets? But it's like, if you are permanently staining your sheets from what's coming out of you, if it's not like blood, but even the blood, like you use peroxide, you can get blood out.
But you wash your sheets at least once a week, and you use fucking bleach if they're white.
Like, what do you have coming out of you that's doing that?
And Rev is starting to wake up to that shit. Like, hey, maybe you shouldn't put this shit on the internet. And Shandy's like, no, why the fuck should I care? I'm like, the fuck? Like, damn, when Rev is starting to look smarter, is all the verbal ass whoopings that he's getting is starting to, like, kind of teach him?
I think the actual ass whoopings are starting to teach him.
So do you think it would be a form of domestic violence if he just didn't feed it for about a day?
That'd be neglect.
I don't think she'd notice, honestly.
So who did the calculation that said that she literally had like a year's worth of calories
Acetyl.
stored up on her? It was acetyl?
It was acetyl.
Yeah, of course he did. Oh, of course he did that. Fucking acetyl. She gets all kind of weird medical facts. Oh my goodness. It's just nasty, man. I love all the clips. So we got popped because you had a gun. I didn't have a fucking gun! Like, bruh, calm down. You're yelling at me.
It wasn't real. It looked real, right? Okay, that's all that fucking matters. YouTube don't care if it was actually real or not.
There are people who are doing reviews of guns. How are they doing it?
Well, number one, they're not pointing them at anybody, and number two, they're being very careful about what they say. Like, there's a whole YouTube channel, Forgotten Weapons, that specifically sits there and takes apart guns and reviews them. Never been flagged for anything, because they do it the way they're supposed to do it.
Poor Rev. He's just a poor guy with a small penis.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still bigger than TJ's.
Yeah.
Oh, Chaos Ball. Yeah, I hate that game type.
I'm just a healer. I'm just a healer. Oh, cool. We got this gate. That's what's up. That's it? No more dudes? How do we capture this? What do we do to capture this? I feel bad when one of the dudes in the group was like, "Oh, you streaming? Oh, where you at?" And I was like, "Fuck, man, we're gonna be talking about all this stupid YouTube shit." I'm like, what the fuck is this? What are y'all talking about? No, dude, don't do it. Don't look them up. Definitely don't look up Shanny for Christ. Don't do it.
Nope. Don't do it. Definitely don't go to Twitter and look up Sexy for Christ.
Nope, don't do that either. Don't ask questions either.
Nope.
What the fuck are y'all talking about? Oh, man.
I want to say there's a way shrine up there that I don't have, so let's...
Are we attacking? Somebody's attacking that? Just us. Yeah, yep, looks like it. Yep.
I have to figure out when the next round of drops is for ESO and start watching some streamers again.
ESO
Because
didn't even know.
I like getting the drops for ESO, yeah.
Yeah, let me know when that's happening, because I like free stuff.
Yeah. It's usually just like cosmetics and stuff like that, or like crown potions and stuff like that, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I like
free stuff is free stuff.
Shanny just uploaded. I don't condone G-Man's actions at all. There's nothing
Yay!
else. Oh, somebody was bullshitting us.
Tard Alliance is like, falling apart even faster than we thought it would.
Let me find this video real quick. Actually, where's Tardbot? Alright. Let me know if y'all can hear this. Yep, there's Tardbot. Come on, Tardbot.
I don't see why either one of them would trust either one. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't think anybody should trust Shanny as far as, anybody can throw her, which isn't very far. No, we can't hear it.
Sick of shit.
No, we can't. A little bit. Nope, no, we can't. We could for a sec.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
I tried to give him,
There we go.
and then other people, if you want to link this video if anyone says anything about this. I do not condone G-Man's language toward transgenders at all. I rebuke him for it, and I do not actually want to be his friend. They shouldn't be attacked violently, period. Like that. And there's way too many people who attack violence like that frighten me.
You were bullshitting
really
with him
scare me
yesterday,
as an
knowing he
individual
said
because I've
this
gone
shit.
through so much
I don't
violence.
think anybody believes you, Shanny.
So I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm going to have to break ties with G-Man in order to tell him that I do not condone these actions. I will not condone these actions. Transgenders have the right, and they should have the right to transition if they want to. Transgenders have the right to not have their bodily autonomy be attacked because they feel like they don't want to tell you right away who they are. They shouldn't be attacked violently, period. And there's way too many people who attack transgenders, period. And I do not condone that behavior. I will not condone that behavior. And G-Man, I'm sorry, but we cannot be friends if that's your mentality, where you think you can go and physically assault someone because you don't like them or you think they deceived you. I would never want to be friends with that. That's toxic as shit. And, the people trying to connect me to this, don't connect me to this shit, because I do not condone it at all. I tried to give him, a chance. I said, can you apologize for it? And he didn't really apologize. He kind of was loosey-goosey with it.
That's true.
And I can't condone that. And then he tried to bring me into fights with Fab Feet and Geeky, and we already made our peace.
Well, I mean, gender and sex are very separate.
Yeah, of course.
And a lot of people don't seem to realize that, and it's hard to explain to people who are turfs or turf adjacent.
Mm-hmm. So I'd heard somebody describe it as the people that have a problem with this have a child's understanding and they want to stay there. And I'm like, dude, I don't want nobody to tell me who I should fuck. I don't want to tell me what I should actually present as. So why the fuck am I going to tell somebody? Don't care.
All right, let me play. Let me try to play this with minimal soliloquies.
Peace with each other. And I don't want to deal with that toxicity of people thinking I don't like Fab Fit and Geeky because G-Man said fucking stuff.
Yeah.
So if G-Man's gonna start fucking shit in my life and try to get me engaged in these things that I don't even want to belong with, I'm gonna break up my friendship with him completely and not have anything to do with him after this. Because I do not condone being violent with people, period.
Amen.
Period.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be friends with people who think it's okay to be violent with people either.
Yeah,
It's not safe for me.
Yeah, I totally
Hello,
agree.
Mr. Pocket
I'm sorry,
Potatoes phone.
G-Man. You did this on your own. You need to learn this lesson not to be vile with people. And
So let me actually stop it right here. Let me stop it. So here's my thing. Yes, some y'all saying in the chat right now, I called it. Yes, I did call it. But I think that this is so. Let me. There's a few things happening. Do I think that Shani is genuinely disgusted with the fact that G-Man was like overtly violent towards trans people? Yes, I actually do think she is genuinely disgusted, because as much as she is a reprehensible sack of shit, she actually avoids saying that like she'll actually do anything to anybody, right? That's not really been part of her MO. And for whatever reason, other than like her physically assaulting people out of frustration and anger, not like a premeditated, like beating someone to death. Like that's not her thing. So I do think that that's genuine. I think it's convenient for her to break ties with G-Man because I think she wants to move on to a new chapter where she's Peacemaker Shani, and G-Man just gave her an out. So this she was probably already looking for a way to cut off, the issues, and so that she can sort of fade into obscurity and start the cycle all over again. But yeah, I don't think that she is as upset with G-Man as she says. I don't think that that's true. Like she's upset with the notion of him possibly killing a trans person, but her being actually really mad at G-Man, no, I don't think so.
Like this is the shit that like kind of pisses me off, especially with the whole one. She's only doing it because of from what I heard, he went after Fat Fit and Geeky or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, my whole thing is just like these motherfuckers who use that as an excuse, the trans panic excuse. Like, how fucked up are you? There was a case of this guy. He met a woman at the bar. They went back to her house, and they made out. Come to find out, he told her like, hey, like she told him that, hey, I'm trans. He beat her to death. Came back and shot her like 5 times in the head. And I'm like, is your manhood that fucking fragile?
Yes, absolutely.
But no, like, what happened last night on Shani's stream? Like, you could go back and see it. G-Man started to tell Shani and give her the bullshit about Fab Fit and Geeky and how Fab Fit and Geeky was attacking her and stuff. And Shani's like, well, I don't watch these people, and like, called Fab Fit Geeky a bunch of terrible things. And then now all of a sudden, I don't want people thinking that I don't like her because of something G-Man said.
Yeah. Even though she's been the one shitting on Fab Fit Geeky, you got me saying that shit. Fab Fit Geeky for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. She's been doing it by herself without provocation. So this is Shani trying to clean up her image now that she's not getting the attention she wants. But I mean, it's not clever. But I mean, they're cutting out the cancer. He is a leech. So, they're already kind of struggling for money. So why not eliminate that issue and hey, we're doing something good, so it's a twofer, right? You get to improve your image, you get to save some money, and things are better.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. They conveniently, after multiple times of them trying to pay him and the shit not going through, all of a sudden, I can't stand his behavior. You just try to save a rent payment.
Yep.
So now we've already, like, half of the Tard Alliance is already down. So actually more than half. So now Shani and Rev are just sort of sitting by themselves. I'm not really sure who else that they have to bring in. Oh.
I want to see how G-Man responds to this and if he's still going to simp.
I think he will. I think he'll say, he's going to wait for Shani and Rev to come to their senses. Obviously, the atheist got to him, divide and conquer, everything else, so that he can avoid acknowledging the fact that he literally admitted several times that he would try and kill he would kill a trans woman if given the specific opportunity to. So I think you're going to see a lot of obfuscation from G-Man. A lot, because I think even he realizes how bad this looks for him.
Well, he's already tried to walk it back.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's tried to say it was hyperbole. He's tried to say, oh no, it wasn't like that. I was gonna use fake stuff and just maybe hurt him a little bit. He's tried like several ways to walk back his statements.
I guess my thing is, like, where's his Christian brothers and sisters? Like,
somewhere the fuck else.
Where
did you hear Sister Sherry talk to Drag? Oh, well, when he's talking about atheists, we don't watch his stuff. We just care about the one thing.
That's exactly what I was going to bring up. But you know what? I will say this. There are people in my community that would applaud that shit. It's sad to say.
No, I agree. And that's why he was like, I thought you were, he was talking to somebody dude. I thought you were ghetto. You do the same thing. I was like, no, but here's the worst part about that. This is the same guy who doesn't want to appeal to the world for his morality, but then it appeals to the world when it's convenient for him, because he thinks everyone else is closeted like him and is insecure as him. That means it's okay for you to try and kill a trans woman? Like, are you serious? Like, how fucked up are you?
And he wondered why I don't doubt that he's actually been with a woman before. But I seriously doubt that he's not an incel. Like, he is an incel. He has incel tendency. If you were to tell him, hey Gary, there's a forum called incels.me, he will be up on that shit. And Lord knows if, I'm going to say this, if somebody that was less than half his age approached him, I'm pretty sure he would flirt with them, I should say. Trying to be very...
He doesn't know how to flirt. He would just tell them about his YouTube channel. We've seen it happen.
That's true. That is true.
Like, he is like classic incel. I guess you would call him a man going his own way, but he is classic incel.
Yeah.
And down to the religious, like, no, a woman's place is in the kitchen. Like, but notice he doesn't say that shit to, like, Sister Cherry. He doesn't espouse those. So he has some sort of control. However, let her get on his bad side.
Oh, he was ready to flip on her back during the SOG stuff. Like, he was already ready. He's just saving up stuff. I mean, if she's, too naive to realize it, but that's who this guy is. Like, he's gathering stuff to use against people because that's what a malicious fuck does. And I've no problem with him trying that with me because I got all type of stuff to tell him. All types of wonderful things he likes to hear.
I mean, like, you don't even have to, like, know him in real life for some of the shit that he just says out in public to just come out. Like, we have YouTube,
And like he always likes to say, YouTube never forgets, or the internet never forgets. Dude, that applies for you as well.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, that was a thing that it came from the old atheist YouTube channels. It came from people archiving Brett Keen's stuff. Because it was, okay, Brett, you want to say this never happened, but the internet doesn't forget. Here's the video of it happening.
Let me see.
Destructive, and you make me sick to my stomach, frankly. You're just as bad as Drag and all those other, like, abusive ass people. You're just like them, and I don't fuck that. I'm too old for that, and I love myself too much. I love myself too much to be friends with someone who just wants to go and be violent with people just because they're different. I can't. I'm not. It's not my cup of tea. So that's what I'm putting out there in the world. Please link this to everyone and let everyone know that I am not friends with G-Man anymore because of the words he said, because of this action, because of him wanting to be violent with his fellow man when Jesus Christ told us not to, that he hates that. It's absolutely abhorrent. I don't want to have anything to do with that, and that's the last time I'm speaking about this. Because I want to go and have some fun with my goddamn life. So if you want to come to my channel and watch me play some video games.
Yeah, that's interesting. Who is this?
No idea.
BFTO. Who are you? Hello? Who are you? Buddy from outside chat.
Buddy from outside chat.
Okay.
Gotcha.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on?
What is
You guys watching the latest Shanny video?
Yeah.
Pretty funny stuff there. Someone went in there and was just like, hey, Shanny, you're making yourself look like shit. And then she whipped out her phone and broke up with her little boyfriend, Gary.
Who was that someone who went in there? I told her that.
Some Christian. It sounded like he said, God bless you, sister, and all that stuff. I don't know. He sounded something like this. He was like, Shanny, what you doing? I don't know. I don't really remember. But whoever it was really, really knew what to say to Shanny and make her see the truth.
Did they sound kind of like this and all gravelly?
No, they were more like, yeah, maybe a little gravelly, yeah. Hey, Shanny, I just want to talk to you about Gary there. He's causing for your channel. Maybe something like that. I don't know. That might be an accurate impersonation of the character who called him. But either way, he was obviously sincere and concerned about Shanny's, I don't know, the way she's perceived online, I would say. And they gave her some really good advice. She promptly acted on that advice and told Gary he needs to find a new sugar mama.
We'll see how long it lasts.
I think it's good. I mean, it all depends on how Gary reacts. I mean, I think with him, either he flies off the handle immediately or he stews all day. I guess it just depends on what Shanny reads in her chat and what people come into her room and tell her. People come in and tell her that she's doing the right thing. She continued to disavow him. And I think that, yeah.
Well, it's not just that. It's like they both have super short memories when it comes to shit like this. So, like, it may last like a week or two. It may last a couple of months. It could be something that actually sticks. We won't know.
They have long memories. They can remember stuff that happened a year ago as if it happened 3 years ago.
Well, G-Man called a video he uploaded 2 days ago, an old video. So
old video. Well, yeah. if he has to, because she called him a liar right after she made that video. She was like, he's a liar and he makes up shit about people and all this stuff. If he, has all day to sit wherever he mops or whatever he does all day to get so sweaty. If he's
stacking barrels again.
Okay, so he's stacking those barrels and just bubbling over with anger. Hopefully he just flies off the handle and then we have, fireworks all for the rest of the week, which I think that's what's going to happen. I mean, these idiots are too dumb to...
I don't think so. I think that fuck was that? Somebody...
Super chat.
Yes, somebody just subscribed to James something show. Fuck is that? The James Chambers show. Hello, how you doing? So I don't think that he'll fly off the handle because I think we've all kind of forgotten something. He is giving her the Galaxy Dreams treatment, so he is going to accept what she is saying. in the moment, and he is going to go, okay, you know what, my sister in Christ, yada yada yada, some bullshit, and then we're going to get G-Man trying to mend that fence hard as hell. He is going to work overtime in mending that fence.
Yeah, they still holding his $200.
Yeah, that's true. The Galaxy of Dreams thing. Yeah, see, I think of Rev. What he said in his videos, he was like, "Well, me and G-Man still have some things that we have to work out regarding the house," and I really think that is. I think that they both had been looking for a way. I think Rev, like usual, said something that he didn't. Like he promised G-Man something that Shanny didn't. Shanny doesn't want to give money for the house. Rev probably made a promise to him, in the moment like he always does. So now they want any way to backtrack out of that. So I think that Shanny's smart enough to see is this is a reason for her to get out. Just like when she wanted him out of that house for whatever reason. I think that the whole reason she threw him out of the house was they realized how dumb it was to give this guy a house when they're blowing through all their money. He made that dumb video about that one guy, and then she used it as an excuse to be like, get out of my fucking house. So I think that this will be the reason that Rev uses to be like, you're not getting anything from us, but all he has to do is make some sort of response to them. I don't know.
Hey, just crazy idea. You think how fucked up and fed up Rev is getting that he may actually move back to Scranton and leave Shiny in Colorado, or I'm sorry, Japan.
I think that's a best case scenario for him. Like, should he really he said, fuck it, I'm done. Here's something for the boys. Go move in with your mother again. But
I don't think Mom would take her back.
no, that's the thing. They won't. So she'd be SOL. I think what she would do is that she would go, what are me and my boys going to do? You just can't leave us here. You're abandoning your kids. And she would pull that card. And I think that she would guilt him into the fact that, you put me in this situation. I've eaten myself in mobile. So how, you need to pay dowry. So she would get him to pretty much pay child support, right? Just so he can get away. And I think he'd agree to it. Just so he can get the fuck away from her. If, shit hit the fan like that.
But you know what? The how his baby carrier would go three sizes bigger is he's like, no, go call the love of your life, or Pringles can dick.
Chief Pringles can, yeah.
Chief Pringles can. Well, he loves that story.
He really does.
He's a cuck. He's a quintessential cuck. He really is.
And you know what? I'm gonna defend people. I'm gonna defend the whole thing of dude, it's nothing wrong with being a cuck. Dude, I'm gonna defend it. I'm gonna say this. When you play in certain communities that I play in, you enjoy men that would like you to watch while you're having sex with their wives. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. But when you aren't doing it because you enjoy it, but because you're too weak to actually try to do something about it, then we have issues.
Yeah, you see, I've heard somebody. Oh, go ahead.
I just came into hearing someone talk about it's not wrong to be a cuck after having a 3-hour stream of Jill being a Jill and shit like that. By the way, Drag, I appreciate you coming on, man. That was some fun shit.
Yeah, no problem. I had been watching a little bit of Smokey Saint for a while, and I just kind of wondered. He reminded me a lot of guys in the early days of Google Plus. He coming in with his ass on fire. He knows all the shit from everybody because he watches stuff casually. Dude, I've heard this shit for years from people like him.
That motherfucker. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, and it's you're just a copy of every other fucking idiot we've ever talked to. But
dude, I'm mentally exhausted. I just ended that fucking stream, and good fucking God. Yeah, no. If you guys watch the last hour and a half, you'll understand why I'm tired.
I mean, the biggest problem is that when guys like that who can't control themselves, it's similar to the policy I have with G-Man. You have to be the person in control, right? He obviously cannot modulate his own emotions, and that's why you hear him talk about how everybody else is triggered, and you hear him reference everyone else getting upset. It's him, and that's why I was at those part where I was trying not to laugh, because it was clear that he wasn't actually paying attention to what I was getting at. Because anybody else who was sitting and watching was listening, and then when I finally got to the point where I was like, wait, where did I disagree with you? Because I purposely didn't disagree with him. I did that just to see if he was paying attention, and then he had to stop and laugh, and I think he realized that I'd used some of my techniques that I use on G-Man on him, and it worked.
Well, see, Math Pig during that entire time was texting me on Twitter and just like, hey, man, just shut up and let shit happen and just watch what happens. So that's why, like, there was a couple of points where I jumped in and was like, all right, y'all need to chill the fuck out and let people talk. But for the most part, I was just taking Math Pig's advice and just letting the shit show happen.
Yeah, let him bitch, let him whine. It's fine. You know, he needs a safe space, all that bullshit. But
what is it? What were you on, or what was it?
It was on my channel. I had Smokey Saint, I had Jesus is Lord, Jill, Drag, Nakasuchi, Math Pig, and a few other people come on. And the original topic, because like I do a morning show every day on my channel with this one guy, and when we hit the hour mark, we usually talk about a Christian subject, just because I want to seem like, you know, because I'm agnostic, I'm not fully against the Bible. And I brought up Job today, and that started kind of going in a direction, and then Naka joined, and it just went.
You're breaking
so yeah,
real bad, dude. I don't. You gotta get off that T-Mobile potato.
Yeah. But no, man, I gotta give you fucking props, because you've been doing this for a long fucking time, and I just couldn't imagine doing it as long as you have. Holy fuck!
Drop your channel in the link, because I have had a conversation with this one guy, and I didn't know he was on the show.
Yeah, I got you.
The thing that you always keep in mind is that there's certain cues, and I like before I talk to people now, I kind of sit back and watch them, and I know Smokey Saint knew who I was. Like I look at my Streamlabs, I can see who's watching me, and then you can also listen to what sort of references they make to other people, and there's very specific references to me or indirectly to me that they would only get by watching me. So I was fully aware that he knew exactly who the fuck I was, but and that's why when I came in, like he had to give that little spiel. It's like, yeah, I know, you don't have to like do all the fucking fanfare. But even with that, he still sort of fell into the same tard category as G-Man, while trying to separate himself from the rest. And it's like, you aren't actually much different, my man. You're really not. I know some of these guys, you know, they want to set themselves apart. They say, oh no, we're the more scholarly, educated. Okay, cool, you may be, but as far as your demeanor, you're still just as much of a petulant child as G-Man, as Shanny, as any of these other yahoos.
Interesting.
Fuck
okay, so that explains a little more what's going on with Shanny. Oh, I went through my Twitter feed. Apparently, she tried to file copyright complaint against the Geek Room 2 more times last night.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
and YouTube. Well, no, there was the first one, which is the one they went over in the video last night. Apparently, there were 2 more just last night, and of course, YouTube did the same thing. We think your shit's protected. You know, the copyright owner may contact you directly. So she's not winning the copyright game. She's gonna try and be nice to people.
Poor thing. Poor thing.
Oh, poor little Tink. Oh, I'm so.
Because it's not 2007, and you can't get people's docs by, you know, filing false DMCAs like Brett Keane used to.
I dropped my channel link in the private chat for whoever was asking for it.
I thought it was hilarious today that Rev read a comment in his chat saying, like, he was showing off his new shirt that said "Make Marriage Great Again." I don't know what the hell that has to do with, but
Oh god.
someone commented that he had,
the fact that him and Sherry aren't married.
yeah, someone commented that he has 40 live viewers in his chat, and most of them are trolls. Who's he selling these T-shirts for? And then Channy, who's off in the distance, started, like bang and howling, and he was like, "No, don't say anything. Well, the Lord's blessed us with a lot of success on the Teespring, and we don't want that to get ruined." Who's buying this stuff other than for trolls? It makes no sense whatsoever.
Nobody's buying it.
Nobody's
buying it.
She claimed
Dude,
people were buying her porn too.
Yeah.
She claimed it was
I still want to know.
To be fair, I know of one
I
person
still
who
wanna
bought
know-
her porn legitimately,
But,
and that was Shamos.
why? It's like, I still want to know
Apparently
why
he's
he
into
thought
that.
it was
I
a
don't
good
know.
idea. I want to know why Rev thought it was a good idea to make a dick joke on a onesie for a baby. Like,
A lot of people are wondering that, actually. Because generally, it's a onesie for a baby. A dick joke's kind of not the place for that unless you're a Catholic priest. But anyway.
yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
I got there first. That's what you're pissed off about, I know.
It's a little bit too past the 7 days for a Jewish priest, huh?
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
no, man, like, Drag, I gotta learn tips from you on how to handle this kind of shit, though, for real, because if this is gonna keep happening, fuck, man, I gotta learn some mental fortitude, because fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, just the biggest issue, and Naka keeps falling into this. I don't know why. And I mean, he and I have talked about this before. Is that he keeps taking the bait every time, like the fucking inane comments, the posturing, all the stupid shit. But because he lays it on thick. To be fair, Smokey is one of the guys that he has to offer posturing every single time he comments, and it gets old. People get tired of it, and you could hear the Math Pig's voice and frustration. But the best thing that you can do is just, all right, consider it flavor text. He's just going to sit there and whine and bitch and moan, and then you go, hey, can we just cut down on all the posturing and whining and just get to the salient points, right? It's getting old. And you see how just me commenting on that drove him insane, because he knew that I wasn't lying. He couldn't even deny that he was doing it. And that's what upsets him, because what he's looking to do is just upset you. That's it. He's not looking to have a conversation. He's not looking to learn from anyone. He's just trying to piss you off. If you know that, then don't let him piss you off.
So my question, and this isn't making an excuse for my lack of intelligence, but I had to go to the hospital this morning for a panic attack, so I smoked a little weed so I could calm down, and I did my stream. What the fuck was Smokey trying to get at? Like, I guess I didn't just catch it at all. I didn't want to interrupt and ask because you guys were handling it well. So
Smokey probably doesn't know what he was trying to get at. That's the thing.
You're wrong. So the biggest issue is that they see that Nakatsuchi is tackling textual criticism from a particular standpoint, specifically a biased one, right? And it's a reflection of his general disposition towards the demographic of Christians, one that they have identified exists, but they don't believe that that's an accurate depiction of, Christians who understand what that text means. So if you're gonna just tackle the lowest hanging fruit and then, generalize, then what are you actually saying? And they're saying that's a reflection of his general demeanor, not necessarily his total capabilities, but what he is displaying currently, right? That's the problem that they essentially have. And but what they were doing was they were trying to tie his disposition towards the demographic of people with his ability his current ability in order to interpret the text, right? And I said those two things aren't actually related to one another. You can have whatever disposition you want towards any group of people, but when it comes to interpreting the text, anybody can compartmentalize how they feel versus their academic or professional assessments. And I think that's the issue that Smokey doesn't get, because he's trying to justify offering shitty commentary and trying to make it as though it's something that is more highbrow than it is, and it's not. It's really because I called him out on that. He's upset, and I repeated it twice, very slowly, so that he could understand it. But he wanted me to say it again so that he could formulate a response to it. Because he actually said, "Oh well, you know, you come over here and talk about people not talking about stuff, and you just can't simply say it again." I said, "Well, you're not actively listening," but that's bullshit because he actually did respond to it initially, but I had repeated it, so he knew what I was saying, but he needed more time to formulate a response.
Well, see, I asked you to clarify that one point that you were trying to make because I honestly didn't catch it.
That's fine. Yeah.
So, right, and I was trying to. I legit, when I say this, I'm being serious. I'm trying to keep up with half the stuff that you guys are saying, but it just goes way the fuck over my head, and that's why. I wasn't trying to belittle your point or anything. I was just like, "What the fuck is this dude saying?" Because I want to know.
No, that's fine. I mean, not everyone's gonna catch it, and a part of it may be that I need to articulate it better. That I won't rule that out at all. But it also doesn't.
No, man,
help
it's
if
not
you're
on you. It's not on you. It's more of I don't have the educational background that you guys have, so I don't understand sometimes what you guys exactly are talking about. That's being honest. I just didn't know.
It's less about education, and it's just more about experience. And the more you participate in these discussions, like it's like Serb is a great resource because I think Serb usually hops in your hangouts, doesn't he?
Yeah, I love when Serb comes in.
Yeah. So you need to have your head stuck up Serb's ass to learn from him.
Oh yeah.
Because Serb is really good at breaking down their bullshit. Like I think better than me, honestly. So their sort of bullshit is not going to work on him at all.
I wanted to apologize to Knock because, I really didn't intend for that just to start off as a shit. I knew that Knock came in there because Jill's been running his mouth saying that Naka's running away from him, and he even clarified that's why he came in because Smokey was saying that Knock's been stalking him and shit. So if it felt like I was throwing you into that shit and that's the only reason why I wanted you on, man, I apologize. That wasn't the intention. I just enjoy talking to you.
I don't think Drag would hold that against you because he kind of likes the internet blood sports.
Oh, you're really fucking good at it too, man. I gotta give you fucking props when it's due because you were fucking excellent when it came to that. Yeah.
Been sitting here fucking muted this entire fucking time, and I didn't even realize it. So I will repeat
I could
what I
hear you.
said just real quick. That
I heard everything.
Yeah, I know people out in the outside chat didn't hear shit. So
Oh, sorry.
all these guys, they're like children. They're absolutely like fucking children. You can tell when a child is about to throw a punch and strike something when they look at it and they stare at it, right? And that's the same thing with Smokey, same thing with Jill,
Right.
same thing with G-Man, same thing with Shanny. They're all children to me, and so what you end up doing is all you have to do is figure out what are their idiosyncratic behaviors that they display that separate them from one another. And I was using Jill as an example that his idiosyncratic behavior in conversations is that he likes to stack assertions one after the other as he's responding to you. And so it's hard to fully address any topic with him because when you're talking about communism, he's jumping to the liberal elite Illuminati, and then he's jumping from there to climate change, and then he's jumping to that's, and it's effective in not ever having a civil discourse with someone who's just trying to confound you. The problem with that is that he also tries to posture as he's doing that, as if he knows more about all of these topics than you. But his issue is that he can't stand anyone denigrating his knowledge. He really can't stand that. And so anytime I talk to him, I like to remind people that he actually doesn't know much about any of the topics that he brings up. And that's kind of the irony, and one of the reasons why he has to move from topic to topic. And so when he challenges me and go, oh, yes, I do, I know about it, and I bring up something he clearly does not know about, that he's claimed to know about, he's gotten demonstrably wrong, I can add that as an example. And I said, well, let's go and revisit this and tell me why you fucked up on it. And so that slows that down, because now he can't jump from topic to topic, because now he's too busy trying to convince everyone that he's actually knowledgeable. So that you pretty much hamstring him like that. And that's something that I purposely do every time I get in a conversation with him.
One of the things with Jill, especially from what I've had a conversation with him, is like, and if once you start cracking that shell of his, he just drops the insults.
Yeah.
And he said, well, what do you think about this? Like, dude, like, no. The question is about what do you think? And he has no answer, so he goes back to insults.
Smokey does the same thing.
All of the clown car types do that shit. That's their MO.
Drag, there are two things that I want to apologize to you directly. First off is the shit that P Mars was saying in the private chat and in the live chat. I apologize for that shit, man. I should have caught that quick.
I didn't even see it.
All right, and then
see it. Wasn't even looking at it.
Yeah. So the other thing was, I said something on my channel that I think somebody pointed out to me that might have came off as an insult to you, and I didn't mean it that way. Somebody was asking me like why I don't like cover Shanny and shit like that, and it's because like normally I don't want my channel to consist of that, and I said like, I don't want my channel to be a drama channel like Drag's, and then what they didn't hear was, and if it works for Dragon, I'm glad that it works for him. So if someone said that I was insulting your shit, man, I wasn't. I just wanted to, like give the example of like there are more successful channels that do kind of the drama coverage like you and like Black Eyed TV. So if it came off as an insult, or someone was just like, oh, this Quentin kid is just talking shit about you, that was not the goal. And I apologize if it seemed that way.
Yeah, man, you don't got to go through all that, man. Like, I don't take offense to that stuff at all. You good.
I was going to say, Drag's not fragile. If he had a problem with you, you'd know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Right.
It's that simple, man. Like, you don't got to go through all that.
You are fine.
Quentin can be a chronic apologer at times.
I mean, it's almost like he's Canadian. Shit.
I mean, I'm ginger, so, some people might say I'm only apologizing to lure my victims into a false state of comfort, and maybe sometimes I do that, but that was a sincere apology.
I actually didn't know that there were any gingers in this room, so I'm going to have to leave. I don't want to be associated with any gingers. I'm just joking. I really do have to go, but thanks for letting me stay. Let me come in here, Drag. Everyone have a good day later.
Yeah.
Take care.
You too, man.
Feel free to hop back in. Yeah.
And by the way, thanks for having people come to the channel, man. That was my most viewed fucking stream with 100 and something views, and I was just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I like going to smaller channels and helping you guys out, because I remember how it is, man. Like trying to, like, you have interesting conversations, some of the blood sports that people look for, but nobody knows that you're around, and that's, I remember going through that. And now I'm live and I'm just playing fucking Elder Scrolls, and I got 70-something people watching. I don't know why, but they're just fucking watching.
Like, that was another thing that Talking Shit Tuesday was good for, though, is because the people with the smaller channels would show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's great to promote those channels.
See, the only reason why I never went on Talking Shit Tuesday, and I got invited a couple times, was because, like, I didn't feel like I had anything to add to the conversation. Because, like, yeah, I'm agnostic, but I only know the Bible for what I've read and what I've been taught. I don't have like a biblical scholar knowledge. Just like I don't know shit about philosophy or science. If you tried debating me on that, it would last about 2 minutes.
Do you think I know shit about like the Bible and philosophy? Nah, I went on
I'm
talking
sure you know more than I do, though. I'm sure you know more than me.
You'll be surprised on how much shit, especially when you grow up in that religion, that shit is drilled into you. I haven't picked up the Bible in 5-10 years, but I still know more about the Bible than G-Man does.
Right? No, dude, I grew up in a Baptist setting, and I have a buddy that in Georgia where I live who is a preacher of a non-denominational church, and I've gone to his shit, and he knows I know a lot about the Bible, but when it comes to the philosophy of the Bible, you're not gonna get a conversation out of me that's gonna last very long, because then I'm just gonna fucking start tuning out.
But see, that's the thing. When you feel that way, just get in a conversation and don't take criticism from people that may have other information, and then search it on your own. Like, this is what I tell people about,
Right.
like, shit like art. I'm a big proponent of just like, yo, do some sort of self-expression. And a lot of people feel like, well, it's not going to turn out good. Like, no, do the shit. If you fuck up, it's cool. Get some information, judge that information you get from somebody. Is it worth hearing, if it's true criticism or it's just like shitting on you, and then move from there. That's
right.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, don't be afraid to fuck up, because that's how you learn shit.
Oh
Like,
no, dude, I've admitted multiple times that my channel is a fucking dumpster fire, and I'm okay with it. And I agree with.
You mention that like every time you go live, Quentin.
Oh yeah, no, I've even said like today, like, holy shit, the dumpster fire is smelling like a fucking inferno. And like, I agree with the self-expression, because I'm a musician in my spare time. And I've been working on a whole bunch of different projects lately, and I put some shit out there for a couple people to comment on, and they're like, yo man, you need to fix this shit, and I didn't even fucking catch what was going on with it. So I agree with that 100%. It's just, when it comes to philosophy and shit, I've exhausted Nicola at some points, because he's been trying to explain something to me and I just don't fucking get it, and I've Googled it, and I come back after Googling it and finding this really dumb page that explains it, because why the fuck did you get it from that but not from me? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not intelligent.
Well, no, I mean, that happens. Like, everybody learns in their own way, and if you're better at like learning stuff from like shit that people have written out than having somebody actually explaining it to you in real time, that's the thing. It's cool.
Oh yeah.
I have a
dude. Drag. Oh, go ahead.
I have a question that was posed to me last night, because somehow I was unblocked from Shani and Rev's stream like late on when they were talking about making America or making marriage great again. Anyway,
which is now a T-shirt.
Yeah, and I'm like, make marriage great again, so people can live the rest of their life miserable when they really don't like each other. Anyway, but Shani asked me a question. And apparently they don't hate me again, which was weird, because last I knew I was dead to them. But Shani asked me, how does a lulz, what's that noise?
Which noise?
I don't know.
No, it sounds like okay, now it's gone. Nope, there it is. Is that me?
What does it sound like? Is it a vibrating sound?
Okay, now it's not. That's me. Huh. I'll be damned. I gotta fix that. Do you hear?
Drag, if you want to see it.
But
no.
And anyway, Shani posed a question to me. She asked, how does a lulz cow become not a lulz cow?
When the milk runs dry.
The best way is to get the fuck off the internet for a good long while,
exactly.
reevaluate yourself, and fix shit. Yeah. And then when you come back,
dude,
and people see your shit's fixed, you are not a lolscout anymore.
Exactly.
Right, but even if Shani left the fucking internet, I can guarantee nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that.
So
Uh,
I talked a little bit about this. What do I keep saying though? It's fucking stupid. Anyway, the thing that ties D-Roy, G-Man, Shani, Rev together is their lack of introspection. If I could pick one thing that all of them fail at, it is introspection. They never actually look at their own behavior and reflect upon it and plan to make some type of change in the future concerning their behavior. It's always someone else's fault. It's always some other issue, some extenuating circumstance as to why they behave the way that they do. And
Right.
look at fucking Corky, for instance. It's always the narcissist. The narcissist do everything. The reason he got arrested is a reason he tried to steal. He did steal from people and scam people. Is always those narcissists out there. Every single thing. Look at Emo. Emo, great example, has no ability to introspect. So, you know, that is fucking true. You come what make me to make money. But Shani can't introspect, and she won't. She won't introspect. I should say that. That's more accurate. If Shani could, she might not be a low scout.
It's because she doesn't believe what she's doing is wrong, right? No matter how many times we pointed out to her, like whenever I tried trolling her, like, you know, because I talked to you, Drag, I was like, dude, I want to troll her. How could I do that? I lasted 3 fucking minutes, and she made me extremely uncomfortable. Just right off the fucking bat. Like, I went in her stream, I was there for a few minutes, and I was just the most uncomfortable that I've ever fucking been in a live stream. Right? And I was just like, I can't fucking do this shit. But she doesn't think what she's doing is wrong, so why the fuck would she, in her eyes, why does she need to fucking change?
You're
You know,
mispronouncing
you
that
guys...
word, sir.
Ron, yeah, it's Ron.
Yeah, she
Sorry.
doesn't think what she's doing is wrong. She's saving up them G's.
Like, dude, I love how she says, like, people are sexually harassing her by talking about, you know, her stank ass and her porn. But, like, I feel like she sexually harassed everybody by putting that shit out on the internet.
Yeah. No,
like,
well, look, she's legit sexually harassed people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
She's legit made unwanted sexual advances towards all kinds of people, but, you know, that's cool for her to do.
That's why I didn't stick around on that channel for very long, because I don't want that shit coming my way. I mean, shit, dude, like I've said before, I'm asexual, but that fucking shit she posted on the internet really confirmed that. Like, any idea of me ever having sex again was fucking destroyed when I got convinced to look at Sexy for Christ. Like, my dick pretty much fell off.
Look at it more like Wild Kingdom. You know, mutual, you know, Marlon Perkins.
Drag, if you want to watch a really fucking hilarious Christian react shit, you need to check out Gavin Harleman. You need to go in some extensive research on that dude. He's on Praise I Am That I Am's channel a lot, and he is the biggest dipshit I have ever met. He acts like he's this alpha male motherfucker, even though he paid his ex-wife $250,000 to come back to him. And when she left him again, he tried suing her for that money and lost another $100,000 because he had to pay her court fees. But, like, oh, dude, yeah, you need. I really recommend, if you guys don't know who the fuck this is, that you go check it out, because, like, Jay Pasick, his brother, me, Sergeant Slim Jim, we've all had a fucking great time screwing with this dude. I don't remember the name of the movie, but there's a thing where the guy goes, "That's my stapler." Yeah, that's him. That's Gavin Hartleman to a T.
Yeah, Gavin is the stapler guy from Office Space, for sure. Tyler's covered him a few
Oh, yeah.
times.
Oh, no, Sir was fucking with him. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. because like if you say anything that he doesn't agree with, or the conversation's not about him for more than a minute, he will boot you out of the stream. I don't know why the fuck Praise thought it was a good idea to give him mods and control over his StreamYard. But the other night, I think this was the night before last night, I was in there and I got kicked like 12 different times, banned twice, and then Praise, like when someone on Praises who frequents the channel was just like, I think his name is Memory Lapse, was just like, yo, you need to change this shit. Then Praise was like, oh yeah, I probably need to. Like, dude, if you look at Praise's channel and you look at the view count from before Gavin came on there, there were a lot more views. But now that Gavin's in control of fucking everything, people stop watching his shit.
Good.
And Praise doesn't understand why.
Wait, are y'all talking about Gavin, the one that Skyler says looks
Yeah.
like dude from Office Space? Oh,
That's
God.
him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right, dude.
Hashtag
The only
ban
person that
Dragnauct.
has a problem, the only person that has a problem with me or Red Fang or Jay coming on the channel is fucking Gavin. And we've all pointed that out to Praise. Like you saw him on my stream today, and like we all had a fucking conversation, and he was fine with it. But you know, it's only Gavin, and he's gonna fucking kill Praise's channel, and Praise doesn't understand that. He's even asked, "Well, why are my views going down?" And there's Christians in his fucking live chat saying it's because of Gavin, and he still doesn't capture it. He doesn't get it, and it's hilarious to me.
I keep fucking muting myself. God damn it. Yeah, can y'all actually, if I leave my mic on, is there an echo? Because I keep muting myself because I'm thinking there's an echo.
No,
there's no echo.
There is no echo.
I don't hear an
That's
echo.
why I keep hitting that mute button. And I decided to have it. So I'll reiterate what I said earlier. Praise doesn't seem like that smart of a guy to begin with, but it doesn't take a degree in astrophysics to figure out that the guy creating a safe space for the people who only agree with him isn't going to help his channel grow. But I don't know why people need to keep informing Praise of this, where it's really obvious to see a decline in views since the inception of this policy, where this bozo is given full reign over the goddamn channel. Like that's what I was saying earlier when I was muted. But
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
like,
it's
the
not
thing
like
is,
it's
like-
rocket surgery or something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna claim that Praise is like the smartest Christian out there. There have been conversations that I was genuinely impressed with him on how he handled it. Because he does some really dumb shit, like threatening to kill Nicola and fucking Jay, which I did, and then he tries to fucking say that that's not what he meant. But like, when Gavin's not in the room, you can tell that like the conversation is going somewhere, right? It actually, there is a progressive flow in conversation. But then the minute Gavin comes in, it's shut up atheist, shut up frat boy, beta this, beta that, and Gavin doesn't like not having the attention on him. And I don't think that and I've talked to Praise one-on-one, and he's like, I don't want to do this to Gavin because I respect him. And I'm like, dude, I understand you can respect somebody and you can be friends with someone, but when it comes to like a business situation, you need to know when to like just cut that shit off.
Wait, so
and if it affects the friendship.
That says a lot about Praise. If he's too much of a weak bitch to tell the dude that he's put in charge of his channel that he's not doing it right, then honestly, y'all don't even need to go on his channel. Like that right there is some bitch shit. If that's what he actually told you, he's even more of a bitch than I thought he was. That's fucking stupid. If he is there to help you run your channel, he's not there to be. He's at the behest of your desires for the things that you want to do. Not this is his playground and you just opened it up for him. Because then what's the point of having other people come
Right.
in who disagree with him? That makes no fucking sense, right? So if that's the way that praise is going to be, then just say, look, cool. If you want this idiot to run your fucking channel, then have fun. You and him talk, and don't tolerate it. Like that's honestly the best way to do.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
not muted
I've
again.
never.
Right.
I mean,
And the thing was
honestly-
like,
Go ahead.
I won't fuck with Praise any at all because of how disrespectful he's been to Dr. Josh.
yeah, he
Honestly.
has been kind of, yeah.
Yeah, which is odd
Like,
because
dude,
I remember him bitching about all the lowbrow atheists that, low energy atheists this, and they don't know this and that and the other, and then you have someone who's highbrow and educated and he still can't seem to show the fucking respect that Josh extends to everybody else.
Well, see, okay, so I'm not trying to like white knight praise in this, but so that whole fucking the whole letter, like you guys remember the letter that Praise sent to Dr. Josh doing the condolences about Josh's situation, right? You guys,
Yeah.
you know about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the whole thing about him making a huge fucking stink out of Dr. Josh saying that talking about the letter with Skylar, and when he says, the letter was really sweet, but sometimes people don't see Praise for who he actually is online compared to who he is offline. Gab fucking went into Praise's channel and was just like, oh hey, by the way, Dr. Josh is talking full on shit about you in this
Yeah.
video, and this was
That's what I
like
was saying.
2 weeks before all of this, right?
Dr. Josh Gavin lied to Praise about it, and Praise, instead
Yeah.
of being a person and actually approaching Dr. Josh or looking to see what was said, just went the fuck off and was disrespectful as all fuck. That
Right,
shows
and
me his
he-
character right there.
Well, see, like, okay, so I need to give Praise credit on this. I accidentally started some shit with Praise, and this was by accident, because we were having a stream when, and I was live with Cerberus and a few other people, when I had a notification pop up that was from Praze's channel saying, my apology to Dr. Josh. I wasn't up to date with all of the shit, so I simply asked the question in the chat. I was like, yo, why is Praise apologizing to Dr. Josh? And I don't know who it was, and I can't find the fucking comment for some reason. But they had said that Praise had said some fucked up shit about Josh's son who passed away. So immediately I jumped on that and I started, talking shit about Praise. Well, to come to find out, that wasn't the situation, and that started a whole bunch of shit. And so I actually went into Praise and I talked to him, and he called me with this one guy at like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, and he apologized for all the fucked up shit he said about me, and we talked to.
I
cut out
think
for
you
y'all?
dropped.
Read that, and people are telling you that Dr. Josh is talking shit. Oh, am I cutting out? Fuck.
Yeah,
You cut out a bit, but I understand what you're saying. Keep going.
Right, like, so I told him, like, look, dude, if you think someone's talking shit, instead of going on a fucking 3-video diatribe about how this person's an asshole and you're only getting one side of the view, fucking step back and take both sides and see what's going on.
Or
And
maybe
I even
actually see
had
what was
to
said.
apologize for the shit.
Or maybe
Right.
actually see what
And
was
I
said
brought it to Praise's
instead of,
attention.
doing the thing where you go, oh, well, Gavin told me this, so I'm going to run off and show my ass. Like,
Right.
actually look at what was said, because he didn't.
So this the Gavin guy that he trusts with his fucking channel, and that he can't tell him that you can't tell him nothing. Basically, that this is the same Gavin.
Well, no, see, I misspoke. I misspoke when I said he doesn't tell Gavin anything, because what I was meaning to say was that at one point when I went to Praise, because he kept banning me, Gavin kept kicking me out of the live chat and timing me out and shit. So I talked to Praise. I was like, look, bro, either take his fucking wrench away or do something to prevent him from doing this. He goes, well, I don't want to get in the middle between you and Gavin's bullshit. He didn't say bullshit, but you get what I'm saying. Because, like, I don't know you that well, and I've been friends with Gavin longer. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking cool, but it's not just me that he's doing it to. And then the other night when Memory Lapse had brought up the fact that something needs to change, Praise held a vote and was just like, do you guys think that I need to take away Gavin's Fringe? And I told him straight up, and I'm still going to own up to this if he does it, where if he actually takes away Gavin's moderating powers and the ability to kick people out of his stream and time people out, and people come in, like atheists come in there just to troll, and I'm wrong, I will pay fucking Praise $200 via PayPal because I was wrong. And I said that on stream. You can go back and watch it. And he was just like, oh, I don't want your money, but I'll try doing that. So maybe Praise is going to try doing that. I haven't watched his latest fucking shit in the last day and a half, so I don't know. But maybe now Gavin's going to get his shit taken away, and Praise is going to understand that, because it's more than just an atheist or an agnostic coming at him, but it's also Christians that he values saying, look, man, Gavin's fucking your channel up, and you need to do something about it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the best way for y'all to show that it's not acceptable, just have a moratorium on stuff and let him just fade into obscurity. I mean, Shanny's going through it now where she's just banning people, and she's going to find out real soon that, you know what, it's not just me going live, because I'm just, like, people just sitting here gambling and listening to bullshit. Like, if I could be doing a review and really taking away views from her. But it's, you guys open up your own shit just like you did and have other people come over, and so it's like, well, Praise, how about this? Since, the sort of stuff on your channel, we're gonna play your rules, right? So all the bullshit that's acceptable on your channel is gonna be not acceptable on here, right? Let's see if you like it. Because he can't complain about any of it if it's cool with him. If you have an issue, we'll take some time to deliberate it, and we'll get back to you on that. And so it's just play the same fucking games that they like to play.
I just never let me just say
Go ahead, man.
Forget of like, well, this person is part of this group, so I have to trust them implicitly. Like I've never understood that. Maybe my brain doesn't work on that.
Okay, so I can kind of see why, and I'm not excusing Praise's behavior, right? I can understand to a certain extent why Praise thinks this, and I appreciate the advice you're giving me, Drag. I try to be that type of person that's nice to everyone, and sometimes it bites me in the fucking ass, and I'll admit that. But that's why, like, I don't, like, the one time I've ever gone the fuck off on Praise and Gavin especially is, I don't know if you know who this is, but Matt Bond at one point went into Praise's live stream, and Matt and I share the same stance in agnosticism, where, we're not claiming that God doesn't exist or that he does. We don't know when we're searching for our own answers. And Matt showed some emotional vulnerability at one point and was like in tears because he just didn't know what the fuck to believe in. And a couple of days later, Gavin was basically telling him, oh, you're not really wanted here because you're agnostic. You can fuck off the Christian channels and go back to atheism. And when I saw that, I immediately went into Praise's live stream the next night, and I went the fuck off. And, Praise was just like, I don't get why you're so mad. I'm like, dude, you basically just told someone who's been nothing but respectful to you, and you allowed someone in your stream who is a fucking dipshit to talk for you and tell him he's not wanted on a Christian channel because he doesn't have the same belief as you do. And I don't think that Praise caught that at first, but, he does later on. And there are some slight improvements that I see from Praise, be it not being that, it's all perfect now, but I think, Praise is kind of in a way like me, and I'm not trying to condescend to him in any way, but I have the problem where sometimes it takes a few times of something kicking me in the fucking ass to learn from it, and maybe that's what needs to happen to Praise, because I enjoy some of the conversations that happens on Praise's channel. Like, I don't watch every single video that he puts out. I'll be honest, I don't, because there's a lot of things that he talks about that I don't give a shit. about. You know, I don't care about his whole drama with Dr. Josh and himself because that's not my beef. That's not something I want to get into. But you know, I do like hearing Christian standpoints on certain, you know, views about the Bible, and I like learning about different things, you know, and that's why I keep trying to get Praise to understand if your whole goal is to win people to Christ like you say it is, Gavin's not the person to have on your channel because that's not what Gavin's there for. Gavin's there to be a fucking dictator and try to run your channel the way he thinks it needs to be run, and you're losing Christians on your channel and on your side because of it. Because there's a woman in there that views Praise's channel all the time. Her name is Ashley, and she's visited my channel and Jay's and a few others, and she fucking hates Gavin, like, more than anyone that I know of, right? And when Praise finally admits that he needs to change this, that's when I kind of saw something in him that was just like, all right, maybe this dude can make a fucking difference. And that's why I don't want to give up on it.
Q, take a breath. Jesus, man. I've been on the internet. I've been on the internet for over 20 years, okay? I've never met a nicer couple than Dr. Josh and his wife. They will listen to you and they will answer your questions and they do not get mad at you and they do not talk shit about anybody that I've ever heard.
Right.
And for somebody to accuse them of being that way, that's just the height of fucked up. Yeah, it's the height of fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of pissed off when Drag, you did that review on how Shani was telling your wife that she's being abused and shit and that she needs to divorce you. I'm like, really, bitch? Coming from the one that has a lawsuit right now about beating the shit out of your partner, you're gonna talk about abuse?
That's not a lawsuit. That's pending charges. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was. See that I don't even know the fucking whole thing.
It's not civil. It's actually criminal.
My bad. I didn't know. I don't care enough to keep up with that. I'm just saying, like, it is fucking stupid.
Drag. He's an asshole and a fat body, and his wife is too good for him.
Mm-hmm.
He totally agrees with it.
True statements. He's not lying. He is not lying.
But I love both
Dude.
of them.
Yeah, no, I respect the fuck out of you, Drag. Like, you know, because you are, like, dude, you showed a lot of kindness to me whenever, like, I came into the voice chat on your Discord. And I even admitted, like, I don't talk in the Discord as much because I don't feel like I belong in that Discord. And you're like, fuck that, dude. You know, you're just as a valued member as anyone else was. You know, and I appreciated that because I don't really always hold to value in myself. And Clockwork's even jumped down my fucking throat because of it. You know what I mean? Like, and Clockwork can deny.
You're a good guy, Q. And I say fucked up shit in Drag's Discord all the time, so don't feel bad.
Oh no, I know you do. I know you. I know how you act. You crazy old fuck.
Well, that's true. I won't deny it. But go ahead.
What? Clockwork saying some fucked up shit. Is he breathing?
I got a cigar in my hand and a beer sitting on the table, then I'm saying some fucked up shit. And I'm awake, I think.
Even though you missed my fucking live stream, you turd.
I came in at the end. Yeah, I had passed out.
Oh, okay.
I was.
Oh no, dude, it's fine.
Yeah, if I'd have come in there, I'd have been in Jill shit, and I'd have been in Smokey shit, and I'd have just been, yeah, it wouldn't have been pretty.
No, dude, I just wanted to bust your balls because I know that the stream started late, and that was because of the hospital visit that I had to
you're
take.
Fine.
You
you're
know.
Fine, man. But every time I see Jill even type something in your side chat, I tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's all I would have been saying to Jill is shut the fuck up.
I wonder why.
Right, and like, dude.
Go ahead.
What makes me laugh is when Jill is just like, oh, you know, you guys are saying racist shit. But on Jay's live stream yesterday, he came under the fucking name White Power. and he
Oh.
kept wondering why I timed him out and why I hid that fucking channel name. And I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, Jill just, Jesus Christ, man, that man tests my patience even when I'm stoned off my ass.
I wonder why Jill runs away from me. Like, I've invited him on my channel, and he doesn't want to have any conversations with me on my channel.
Say he can't talk to women.
Well played, sir. Well played.
But you know what? Actually, I got to admit that he doesn't know how to cook. It's like, oh, you don't know how to cook on your channel? Oh no, I don't. My wife cooks for me. Oh, so you don't know how to be a man? I didn't say all that, but real men cook. Well, that's what I got.
Oh, dude, I love cooking.
Right, so he won't talk to women. He'll just let them cook his food.
Dude, and he said some really fucked up shit to Laura, and I didn't even know about him saying that to Laura that he only sees her as a man and that's all she'll ever be.
Oh, they do
Like,
that with
I
every
don't-
person they come across.
Oh yeah.
Right, like, I didn't discredit that. Like, I could totally see fucking Jill saying that. But, I mean, fucking hell, man. And people were wondering why, like, when I made the video about saying that I didn't want to come out as non-binary, like, people were wondering why I kept that off of my channel for a while. And I'm like, this is the reason why, is because of cunts like this. But I just stopped giving a fuck about what Jill had to say.
No, Jill's not worth it. The thing that gets me is, like, these people like Jill and G-Man seem to think that we hate them, and ain't nobody got enough energy or time to waste on hating them people.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, to actually hate somebody takes energy. It takes time. Ain't nobody gonna waste that on them.
Why would I hate somebody lower than me? For them, I only offer pity.
Yep. The second I care what Jill actually says about me is the day I put my dick in a blender.
Yo, Drag, what fucking Elder Scrolls are you playing?
Online.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Well, I mean, is it, I'm trying to think of the fucking name.
Greymore.
Okay, thank you. I was wondering if it was Raymore or something else.
I don't have Greymore yet, so I'm still, like, dicking around in Somerset and Northern Elsewhere, but yeah.
Oh yeah, invite me.
Wasn't Greymore an update?
Yes, it's the newest.
Greymore was the most recent expansion, yeah.
And it's worth the buy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
because it's pretty good shit.
like, when I get my computer, I was thinking about buying it, but I didn't want to waste my money if it wasn't worth it.
Just so, like, I'm playing this, like, I really did enjoy this game back in the day, because I played it when it first came out, but there was other stuff that happened, other games. But I'm playing this as sort of a temporary, time sink, and I'm waiting on New World to come out. So that's primarily why I'm playing this. I do want to get caught up and leveled up, but yeah.
You need to play Fall Guys, bro. You need to play Fall Guys.
There's a few people in the Discord play Fall Guys. I know Xavier is one of them.
Yeah. I would play Fall Guys, like, if I could, but...
You know,
still researching.
What made me laugh the other day, and I don't know if Clockwork remembers this, but I was talking about, like, I was plugging my PayPal in my stream earlier today, but, like, I was saying that I didn't want I didn't want to make people feel like they had to donate because, like, I didn't have as good content as, like, you or Black Guy TV or anything, and then fucking Clockwork was like, shut the fuck up and just accept the money, you asshole.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fuck off guard.
Ashley gave you that $10, and you was like,
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah, well, dude, I never had anyone donate to my channel before, so, like, what the fuck?
It's exciting, yeah.
You know? Yeah, it made me feel good because, like, my stepdad doesn't know this, but the people that follow my Discord and shit know that the money that is gonna be sent to my channel is gonna do something for my stepdad because, you know, in the last year and a half, especially with the mental problems that I've been having lately, he's been nothing but fucking supportive. He's been helping me try to get into college. You know, he's helped me find a job. He's helped me do all this and that. And, you know, I didn't get to celebrate Christmas with him last year or Father's Day with him this year. So I want to do something, you know, to show him that I actually give a fuck about what he's doing because I have the problem of, you know, sometimes the way I act, it doesn't come off that way. Mm-hmm. And the motherfucker won't accept money. Like, no matter what I've done, like, I've had like $300 in my hand trying to give it to the fucking guy. He's like, no, I'm not going to take it. So I set the, like, MathPig helped me set up the PayPal thing. And, like, I'm going to, he's been wanting a bunch of this, he's from the army, right? And he loves survival shit. Like, I could show you almost all the solar powered things that he has. And there's this one survival kit that he wants that's like $400. So I want to get that for him, and I want to take him out to his favorite restaurant just to, like, you know, show him, like, hey, you are fucking valued. You've been a better dad than my biological father or my adopted father has been.
You know what?
You know, and that's
good shit.
You know, that's why, right? And that's all I want. Like, I don't, you know, GeoSam just built me a computer and is shipping it out to me today. So, you know, if you guys see Geo, give him some fucking love, because that dude is a fucking patron saint. Like, if there is a god, it's probably GeoSam. Like,
Good
just gonna
shit.
put that out there.
Good shit. I like hearing stuff like that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, KDK, yeah, I did call it. Of course I'm right. Yeah, she's breaking up with... Oh, we're supposed to be playing that. We got off the fucking topic. Hold on, let me be playing that
My
shit.
bad. It's my fault.
Yeah,
No, you're fine.
I'm blaming you.
Yeah, blame the ginger, damn it. That's what I'm here for.
You have no soul, man. You have no soul.
All
Let me
right,
serve.
I'm just gonna put
Let
this
me serve
video out
something
here,
with
and
his
then other
Well, he
people,
has
if
a
you
soul.
want to link this video, if anyone says anything about this. I do not condone G-Man's language toward transgenders at all. I rebuke him for it, and I do not actually want to be his friend really anymore because of comments like that. Because comments of violence like that frighten me and really scare me as an individual because I've gone through so much violence. So I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm going to have to break ties with G-Man in order to tell him that I do not condone these actions. I will not condone these actions. Transgenders have the right, and they should have the right to transition if they want to. Transgenders have the right to not have their bodily autonomy be attacked because they feel like they don't want to tell you right away who they are. They shouldn't be attacked violently, period. And there's way too many people who attack transgenders, period. And I do not condone that behavior. I will not condone that behavior. And G-Man, I'm sorry, but we cannot be friends if that's your mentality, where you think you can go and physically assault someone because you don't like them or you think they deceived you. I would never want to be friends with that. That's toxic as shit. And, you know, the people trying to connect me to this, don't connect me to this shit, because I do not condone it at all. I tried to give him, you know, a chance. I said, can you apologize for it? And he didn't really apologize. He kind of was loosey-goosey with it.
That's true.
And I can't condone that. And then he tried to bring me in fights with Fab Fit and Geeky, and we already made our peace with each other. And I don't want to deal with that toxicity of people thinking I don't like Fab Fit and Geeky because G-Man said fucking stuff.
Yeah.
So if G-Man's going to start fucking shit in my life and try to get me engaged in these things that I don't even want to belong with, I'm going to break up my friendship with him completely and not have anything to do with him after this. Because I do not condone being violent with people, period.
Amen.
Period. And I don't want to be friends with people who think it's okay to be violent with people either. It's not safe for me.
Somebody
Totally agree.
I'm sorry, G-Man.
So G-Man went on the show that he said he'd never go back on, Drunken Peasants, and they were just fucking with him. You know, it's kind of, you know how we do on my channel. We go, would you rather, right? And so Billy the Fridge and I think it was fucking was like, hey, what if you were romantic with a lady and you found out that this lady that you've presumably been inside at least once, at one time had a penis, but she had a sex change, so you've been actually, you know, fucking her penis.
Well, that was one of the later scenarios. The first scenario was you have 3 really hot chicks that you have to pick from, but one of them has a penis. So if you pick 1 out of 3 and you end up with the one with the penis, what's your reaction?
Yeah.
He sucked it.
And then he said he'd go to jail for like 30 years. Like
Yeah.
as he like, but they kept changing the scenarios more and more and more, and as they changed the scenarios, like his responses to what he would do got more violent to the point that at one point he said that he'd get a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and beat him.
It was the first one was a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. The second time when they changed it and said, well, if it was Shani, because you know Shani and you're familiar with her and everything, he said he'd push her out of a window.
Yeah.
And then when they modified it further, he said he'd pour gasoline on this person and set them on fire.
Yeah,
But of course, he never said he'd kill them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was just that, like he'd been like, it took him no time at all to come up with some of these. That's kind of like what's the scary part. Like it took him all. Oh yeah, I already know. I just push out a window. What? Well, it's a courtesy because if it was Shani, I'd just push out a window. I'd light the other ones on fire and beat them to death.
No straight man has ever sat back and thought, well, if I ran into somebody who was transgender, like this is what I'm gonna do, unless they have tendencies of wanting to.
You clearly haven't seen what Xavier's been posting in Not Safe for Work.
He's bi.
You know what? Here's my
bi,
thing. Here's my thing with Shane. Like this, what kind of pisses me off about that whole thing is they're not transgenders. That's just like people saying the blacks. They're people. Like, dude, you messed up right at the jump.
Well, that was why I find that video at least slightly offensive, because it's like you're literally being bigoted in your alleged apology and or distancing from G-Man. It just shows how bigoted you are.
It's just like saying, oh, all the non-binary. It's like, bro, we're still people. Like, what the fuck?
But gingers aren't people.
Gingers aren't people, yeah.
Yeah, gingers aren't people. Ginger lives don't matter.
Gingers are definitely not people.
Speaking of not people, what's up, Red Fang?
What up?
Oh, so I will say yes, Katie and a few others in the chat. I did call it, and it wasn't the. So to be fair, the writing was on the wall. The writing was definitely on the wall with that. I didn't think that she would do it this soon. I was going to give her another weekend. I think another about half week or week. But it looks like the Tard Alliance is definitely falling apart. So I don't know about y'all, but I think I definitely deserve some lobster bits for that. Just saying.
Yeah, get some lobster bisque in the chat, you bitches.
I watched you last night, Drag. You fucking deep-throated that goddamn Popeyes biscuit.
It was not Popeyes. It was a cheddar biscuit.
That was a Red Lobster cheddar biscuit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, don't compare. Don't you dare blaspheme the Red Lobster cheddar biscuit.
Well, no, if it had been a Popeyes biscuit, he probably would have choked to death, being how dry it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would have died. I'd have been fucking dead.
Dude, I don't know how you died I don't know how you survived the fucking yuck bang, Drag. What the fuck, man?
Well, I stopped tasting the food after a while.
Well, I didn't even watch that shit. I was like, fuck this, I'm out.
I saw part of it from behind the scenes, and it's just like, I don't know how I survived.
I want to thank every brave soul who, for our entertainment, tried to watch Shani porn. Look.
Some of us didn't do it by choice. Like Greg just kind of decided to post that shit in Discord.
But I like big.
Like fuck you, you're dealing with
big women, but that disgusting piece of crap. I didn't see it, thank God, because I want to be able to have an erection. But okay, so if you Rev, one, you probably never penetrated your wife, and two, at some point I'm yo, dog, maybe I'm biased because I like using toys on women, but at some point, we need to buy a toy, baby. I don't know what else to do.
Well, no, considering as she was actively trying to do stuff with his manhood, he was going more flaccid. That just tells you a lot.
Yeah, the fucking stink alone would make your dick fall off.
Exactly.
Fucking hell.
I watched 5 seconds.
Dude, I know people that are into BBW porn, but I sent that to some unexpected friends of mine, and the best thing I got back from was, why did you send me a man fucking a beached whale? And I'm like, Because I had to see it, so you're gonna suffer, bitch. Ugh.
Like, I mean, like, God, like, dude, I'm part of a BBW group, but it's just like that nasty piece of crap. I wouldn't even want her putting my member in her mouth. You know, first I would fear that she'd bite it off thinking it's a hot dog, but like,
There was a lot of teeth involved.
but like the garbage that spews out of her mouth, like, and then like, what if you in the middle of it and like is that it looks like she has herpes on her forehead? I'm sorry.
No, we figured that one out actually, because like you can actually end up with a bed sore on your face.
Oh yeah.
So we figured that one out.
What's the name of the medicine that you use to get rid of a yeast infection?
God damn it.
Does anybody know?
Originally, it's washing your ass, but it's. I know exactly what you're talking about, but like,
yeah,
it like, okay. The thing about it is, and I was married to a woman.
Yeah, it's Monostat.
I was married to a woman where, like, you know, it's easy to throw off pH balance if you ejaculate inside of her. So cool, or out, but I don't even know if Rev has even gotten it inside of Shannon.
There was
There's no way, dude. The fat fold.
There was a cream pie video, and there was like folds having to be moved to show stuff. So I don't know.
Oh, dude, come on.
Yeah,
man, I'm trying to get drunk here.
Yo, I'm suing you for fucking mental damage, bro. I swear to God.
I'm not saying I saw that video. I'm just saying it's a video that exists.
Yeah, no, Drag. I'm bringing you to court and suing you for counseling fees, bro. Just letting you know.
Yeah, Drag is very much AFK right now with his mic open. So.
Yo, my favorite thing though was when the Geek Room had Hannibal Amonte on there, and the fucking reaction was just
fucking Hannibal's reaction, yeah.
Rightless. Yes. Dude, I watched that 8 times in a row because I couldn't stop laughing. When he was just like, oh! God damn. And like my stupid ass.
The first thing he ever saw of Shani was her booty hole.
Yeah, no, my stupid ass is like, oh, it can't be that bad. So I typed in Twitter, "sexy for Christ," and I was just like, why?
Why
did I do
anything
this?
From like people like throwing random ass 4chan links at you? Because I know they have.
No, the only person to fucking do that has ever done that to me is Peer Review. No one else does that to me.
I know.
Fucking cunt. Yeah, dude. Peer Review is the reason why I lost my innocence on the fucking internet.
Yep.
Okay.
I know.
Take a pair of chopsticks, stab them in your eyes. It's all good.
No, but Peer Review is also the reason why I've met so many fucking people on the internet, so I love that motherfucker.
He was a good guy. He really is.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping that he's been staying safe, which is good.
Yeah, no, I just talked to him about a week or two ago. So
I've been keeping tabs on him as I can. I'll probably
No,
go
but
see
he's
him
also
like once the whole COVID thing settles down. I'll probably go see his ass again. But
yeah, no, I've been wanting to hang out with him, but yeah, I don't want to get anybody sick with that. Cause dude, I'm serious when I say this. I will die if I catch COVID. So
oh no, I'm there with you. I'm
can't risk that.
compromised in a few ways, so I understand.
No, but what makes me laugh the most about this whole COVID shit, though, is people are like, oh, I can't go to the bar and I can't go to club. I'm like, motherfucker, this isn't bugging me. I self-isolated before it was a fucking thing.
Me and my roommate both. Like we're very practiced at this. The only thing that's changed is now I don't actually go inside Walmart.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I order my groceries online. I go out, I park outside. They bring them to me. Fuck it.
Yeah, when I went to Sam's Club Friday, and it was terrifying. It really was.
It's super terrifying here in Florida, especially because like people just don't believe in fucking masks, and they seem to think that this shit isn't as serious as it is.
Yeah, but it's Florida, man. What do you expect? You literally have a meme dedicated to people living in your fucking state.
Yeah, we have our own superhero. A motherfucker is everywhere.
Okay. Oh shit. Iris did order me lobster bisque. Thank you for that. Okay, cool.
Hey, yo, Drag, I know you were AFK, but I'm suing you for mental damages that you've caused to me because of
Well, technically I caused them, but yeah.
Well, no, it's Drag's fault. It's always Drag's fault.
I'll admit it's Drag's fault. Because, like, you know, Drag's the reason I know that particular video exists.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Oh,
yeah, I'm suing you.
The cream pie one.
You're going to physical jail, Drag. You're going to physical jail. Okay.
You're wrong, Quentin.
Oh,
You're
holy
wrong.
shit.
It's not a real fucking
Drag,
gun.
Do you
Help
have a
me.
character?
Why is it so small? I need to. Oh, that's my new super chat thing. There we go. Yeah.
It's so small because it's Rev, bro. What do you expect?
I need to fix that that image. It's really small. I gotta fix that. Yeah, so that's the new super chat. It's not a real fucking gun. Help me.
Yeah.
So let me throw a hypothetical out there, right? Say Shani and Rev actually break up, and like, you know, he kicks her out of the fucking house and shit. Do you think that Rev will ever actually find another girl to take him in?
It'll be a while. It'll definitely be a while.
He'll just get another real doll, and she'll treat him better than Shani ever would.
Well, especially once he gets rid of her and she stops draining his finances, yeah, he would find another woman.
Yeah, dude.
Better.
I'm surprised. I wouldn't
suspect it.
I wouldn't be surprised if all that inheritance money that he got is fucking gone just because he's been feeding that whale.
That bitch can eat. Like, I don't eat like that, and I'm a big fucking dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm 245 fucking pounds, and I can't even eat that much.
Oh no, like I'm like 388 right now, and like I don't eat like that. Like, holy fuck.
What are you talking about? She eats like a bird.
Yeah.
She eats like a dainty.
She doesn't chew, and she eats about 3 times her body weight a day. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
No, dinosaurs was birds.
You ever seen a shoebill? She eats like a shoebill.
She eats like pterodactyls are birds, right?
Yeah.
No,
they're not.
They didn't have hollow bones, and yeah, they're not.
They're gonna pull a gold scam.
Oh, I got what you were saying, Jello.
No gold scam.
How's that?
I said I got what you were getting at, bro.
Yeah, sure.
She eats like a seagull because seagulls eat trash.
True.
Yo, I just can't imagine somebody going down on her, and Rev needs the Medal of Honor for it.
Yeah, definitely Rev that eats like a seagull, if you really think about it.
He comes up and there's just gray paste. There's just gray paste on his face.
I think he.
Oh, you saw that video?
I think that Shani.
Yeah, unfortunately, when she pees on him as well.
I think Shani is the person that Ben Shapiro's doctor wife was talking about, that if she gets wet, it needs a bucket of mop. It's a problem.
Yo, so there was like this thing going around a few months ago about a woman who is purposely trying to be the fattest woman alive. And I didn't know who it was, and I started watching Drag's videos on Shani, and I legitly thought it was her that was trying to do this.
Get ready for
like, no shit.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
That is fair. I mean, it's probably not accurate, but it's fair.
God damn, man. Like,
in the hot summer days of the city, a Christian white woman lets an honest black man live in her house until all hell breaks loose.
Any person who tries to steal your house and your home is a fucking nigger.
Hannibal and Monty present.
That's right.
A Team MFN production. I Love Black People. Starring Shani for Christ as Vicky St. Mayo, Jason Red as Whitey Crawford, G-Man as Oreo Jenkins, and Jim Kelly as Slick Reggie.
Oh my god, I love that.
Oh, that's good shit.
Oreo jam.
You know, most
Oreo
of the time
drinking.
to make jokes about and insinuations and just kind of make up my own shit. But at some point, I actually had to ask Rev why he was chewing gum while eating her ass. Because, well, because
I mean, out of his mouth.
No, I'm gonna look. It's real simple, right? If that's something you got to do, you probably shouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Like, I understand wanting to do everything, you know, for the person you care about and all. But if things aren't clean enough, if people aren't taking care of themselves, not everything is worth doing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
My baby.
I mean, like, dude, I'm somebody that, to be honest with you, I'm a big guy, so I take like multiple showers a day, and I like having my penis caressed by a woman's mouth. I will make sure that my shit is clean, my penis, my ball sack, even my asshole, because like no one wants to be pleasuring you and smelling sewage.
True.
Like, holy fuck.
God, I hate to get like descriptive, but like I don't get it. Like, if you want somebody to lick on you, you want to actually have it clean so they can actually get that.
All right, I can't drink water. I can't drink water when we're having this conversation.
Have some empathy for a woman, you know? Have some empathy. Be like,
I mean, you've got choices. You could either have someone that's clean, or you could be a disgusting, filthy woman and retard your man. Get him to quit alcohol.
Beat his ass when he wants Baja Blast.
Poke some holes in that brain so he has no real clue what's going on. It's a good start.
I get it. That's the reason why Rev seems drunk. All that yeast that he's getting from Shani, it's fermented in the system.
Yo, I want to try to. I've been wanting to get this trending on Twitter for a minute. It's beat that ass for Baja Blast. So if anyone wants to help me get that trending, I would appreciate it.
I'll forward that to Hannibal and see if.
Yes, please.
Tonight, put around, change the beat that ass for Bob Blast.
Oh, Greg, did you see that meme that Alex made?
The what?
The meme that Alex made? I sent it to you on Discord.
Oh,
I'm good.
Chasing me.
So did anyone ever find out why fucking G-Man called a dream about being butt raped in a bathroom stall a dream and not a nightmare?
Oh, it was a drag dream.
Oh, he's
dreaming about
edited
drag.
the title to call it nightmare now.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was a rapture dream.
Well, see, my favorite part in the whole thing, and I didn't catch the whole him being butt rape thing. All I heard was him talking about a guy unzipping his pants and fucking laughing behind him. And then he said, "Not today, sir," and he said he ran out the fucking bathroom. And that's whenever, like, I immediately took to Drag's Discord server, and I was just talking about, well, G-Man's talking about having butt sex in the bathroom stall.
No, I think he was exclaiming not today. He didn't literally say that. I think it's one of the ways of saying nope. Not gonna do it. Like,
nah, man, I'm good.
He nopes the fuck out.
But why would you? Maybe it goes back to what Drag said about introspect. G-Man, why would you tell a story like that to anybody? I mean,
right. Especially on live
most
fucking.
Most of us aren't that kind of dumb.
I'm starting to think that the UTI traveled from his smegma-covered penis to his fucking brain, dude.
Man, God. So what's
syphilis causes mental breakdowns.
So does this mean G-Man's gonna have to get a job instead of go to the park in the middle of the night and yell at his potato phone because Shani's broken up with him? I mean, seriously, no. Like he has to get a job, another job.
Yeah, I mean he's still stacking barrels. So.
That job can't.
Oh
pay
my god,
that
dude!
Much, though. Like, God. Like he probably gets
Black
paid
Guy
8 or
TV's fucking
$10
coverage
an
on
hour.
that video was.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't pay taxes because he gets paid under the table, so he makes all of that $8 or $10 an hour.
That's true.
I don't think he pays taxes because he doesn't know how to.
No,
I don't think
he knows his social security number. He's.
No, there's no way.
No, the whole thing is taxes aren't something that you pay if you're working a legitimate job. Your employer handles that. It just comes out your paycheck.
Right.
But that
Right.
G-Man hasn't filled out an I-9 probably ever in his life. So
Yeah, I don't think G-Man could spell I-9 or W-4.
yeah, literally all you put on an I-9 is your address and social security number, and that's about
I-9's
it.
for independent contractor, so it'd be W-4. But yeah.
Unfortunately, he probably could spell WD-40 because of all the fumes he's snuffing.
I think he prefers PB Blaster. Just saying.
Okay, so I legitly don't know the story. What the fuck is the safe story?
The safe story. Well, there's a few different versions of it. The original version was G-Man was staying at his sister's place, and they were being evicted and needed to move. So he had to come up with some money quick so he could get a place. So he prayed to Jeebus, and he went outside, and next to the dumpster outside there was a CD player and some CDs and a safe. And he picked up the safe to examine it and noticed some green stuff on the bottom of it, like kind of sort of coming out. It looked like it might have been money. So then he went around to all of his family members asking for a hammer so he could open his safe until his dad finally gave him one. And then he proceeded to beat the safe until the door fell open and found about $3,000 in said safe. And because, people would definitely leave $3,000 in a safe just laying around, he broke his dad off some for letting him use the hammer and then pocketed the rest and used that for a deposit on an apartment and stuff. And that's how Jeebus answers his prayers.
You know what? That got me banned. Other day I got on there. It's like, oh yeah, Drag got $10,000. That's 3 1/3 safe. He was like, no, you lost your permission to speak on my channel altogether. It's like worth it.
All right, so here's a question that I've asked like people like Clockwork that frequent my channel. If G-Man tomorrow, right, he goes on YouTube and he fully admits he's gay, would you guys be supportive of that?
He can live his best life.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be the first time. I mean, if that were true, it'd be the first time he'd be honest about anything in his life, too. But
I'm still skeptical about him being gay.
I think he's you said bi-curious.
I think he might be bi. Yeah, I think he's bisexual at best.
I've had this conversation with people, and it's like a lot of guys of his era thinks that if you're bisexual, you're gay.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's
why?
all the same.
That's
right.
And if
I don't know why.
If he literally comes out and says like, I made me into guys, cool, man, dude, do you live your best life? Get you a girl and a boy. Have fun.
I'd like to give the controversial answer because I don't think being gay would change anything. He'd still be a repugnant little dick. I mean, like, who cares which way he's orientated if he's still doxing everybody? Like someone said, that would be the first time he was ever honest, and it wouldn't be enough of a change.
Well, no, none of us are saying we change our attitude towards him and support him as a person. We're saying that if he's gay, he can live his best life, and none of us are going to hold that against him.
He could still
all right, but here's the thing.
I don't care what the fuck it is. I don't care if he chokes on rocks or a bag of dicks.
Let's say, though, that a lot of the behavior he's exhibiting is because he is closeted and he just isn't comfortable coming out.
Exactly.
So do you think that by coming out, that his behavior would fucking change?
If he had to like leave other people's expectations at the door and actually had to just deal with the fact that maybe my misconceptions about myself is wrong, I think he would be a better person. But he will never do that. His image is built too much around the fact that I'm holier than thou, I'm a Christian. He couldn't fathom gay Christians, bisexual Christians. He couldn't fathom
that. You're right. You're right.
It would,
well, like his dude.
I was gonna say, Huey Freeman says,
"Go ahead."
He'll bring the cathedral of his ignorance crashing down around his ears.
Right, and because I'll be honest, man. Before I was comfortable saying that I'm ace, I was exhibiting toxic behavior, not as in bashing gays and shit, but being like I'm so baller because I slay puss, like all that shit, and then I realized like, dude, I'm not into sex, like I was claiming and shit, and I've changed, and I like people have noticed that, so that's why I was wondering like if he came out gay or bi, do you think his behavior would change? And I've had a mixed bag of answers.
We'd have to wait and see if his behavior changes. Like, what most of us are saying is nobody's holding it against him, and so if that were to happen, we might step back and wait and see if his behavior changes. But if he's still a repugnant, malignant asshole, he's still going to get called out on all the same shit.
Right. No, I was just curious, like,
Republican.
Yeah, I just.
And what's up with him denying that he supports Trump now?
So
what's up with the whole him denying that?
So I think the part of the issue is that he has a similar issue as Shanny, is that he just vomits at the mouth and he says shit, and it's not actually accurate. Like, he just says shit. Well, let me be very upfront. G-Man lies, right? And so when he gets excited and starts lying about things, he forgets all the lies that he tells. So he probably genuinely did not even remember saying that particular lie. And that's when someone went, wait a second, you did say that. He doesn't remember because he's in the moment. He's just making up shit. He just needs to say something. That's how.
Do you think it's possible though? Do you think it's possible that he does remember? He just doesn't want to admit to it.
No, because he'll challenge you. He'll challenge your interpretation of it, or he'll challenge the context or something like that. Like if he'll because he wants to fight. Like he loves the tit for tat shit. So it's easier for him to show his prowess if he's doing that, rather than just outright deny it, because he hates being caught with his pants down.
Right.
And he usually hand waves getting caught. Like he's been caught dozens and dozens of times, and he'll just hand wave it. It's the same reason he doesn't answer questions that are asked to him. Like, And what's funny is he'll ask you a question, and you'll give him an answer, a yes or no answer, and if it's not the one he wants, he just says, "Yeah, you are," when your answer was no. So
or he insists that you're not answering my questions.
Do you support the Black Hebrew Israelites? No. Yes, you do.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
My mic is low. Okay, let me fix that.
So I don't know about anybody else in the room. I don't know about anybody else in the room, but Drag, I will put money up to see you and G-Man fight in a ring. Like, I will legit put money to make that happen.
It'll never happen.
Take a chair shot. He's certainly ain't gonna take a drag shot.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
I'm just saying, man. I'll put money up.
No, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Oh, let's not advocate for murder.
No, I heard his poor ass one time, and it's not gonna be good a second time. Not gonna be good.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, he
So
died.
this is kind of off topic. When the fuck does the game go live? I'm sitting here waiting.
Tomorrow noon.
Tomorrow. I fucked up.
Oh my fuck!
Yep, that was my fuck.
The game? What game?
It's the 25th. Drag sucks at dates.
Yes.
Quentin, it's the new world. It doesn't come out.
Drag just sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do not have that game. I would love to get it if I could, but yeah, shouldn't say right now. So.
Well, it's only the beta right now, anyway. I think, right, Drag, or what will be.
But yeah, it's the preview, but like still, that would have the game when it goes live.
Yeah. What's the purple stuff at the bottom left there? Is that your disk partition, Drag? What is that?
Oh no, that's an overlay. I was just clicking on shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was Shanny's picture starting to crumble the fucking live stream a little bit.
What add-ons are you using that makes your shit like a little bit bigger and better text?
That's a good question.
Because I know I'm using LUI Extended right now, but
I think it's the FTC. Oh
FTC?
Wow, a lot. Yeah, it's FTC.
Alright.
Oh wow, all my shit's out of date. Oh, because of the recent update.
Yeah, because they updated today. Everything's out of date. Yeah.
Yeah.
My shit wasn't working, and I'm like, well, let me just check this allow out of date box. Fuck it.
Wonder I was like, my shit looks a little different. Yeah, so all this, so the health bar and the stuff at the top, that's FTC.
Alright. Because, yeah, I've got health bars that look at least kind of similar, but... do you have a Monk of Stone currently, or have you not done that yet?
Oh, for my trait?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, I think the Mage. The Mage or Atronach, one of the two.
Yeah, the Mage is good. I have the Lady currently.
Actually, no, I have the Ritual. That's what it is.
Ritual's good too, yeah.
I still remember the stream where when Jill was denying the fucking fact of the Final Fantasy shit, man. I can't forget that shit. It was so good. Oh my god.
Why is there a picture of Grace Jones next to G-Man? What's the...
that is G-Man, bro. That Greystone is G-Man.
Okay.
The eyebrows. Look at the eyebrows.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Or the lack thereof.
Yeah.
You still need to have... You said Sabella sent you the clip. Oh, wait, yeah, Quentin, you'll get a kick out of this one if you haven't heard it. Just a little taste. It's one of my favorite G-Man stories. And another thing, too, why would you admit this on online? Anyway, he was at his sister's house, apparently. And he says, I was grilling some chicken on a gas grill. Now, it's a gas grill, right? He pours lighter fluid into it, like a lot of lighter fluid into it. It's a gas grill. He lights the gas grill and sticks his head into it. It's a gas grill. He sticks his head into it, supposedly, to figure out why it's not lighting. Again, it's a gas grill. He pours more lighter fluid into it while the match is in there and burns his eyebrows off. It's a gas grill.
In the resulting explosion, yeah.
Yeah. And he admitted to this. It's just like pouring lighter fluid.
This was a story G-Man told you.
Yeah, I mean, the gas grill is probably like the flames or the the whatever they're called, the spouts or the fusion or whatever, the grill parts, they were probably all clogged up with grease, so the grill probably didn't work as a gas grill anymore. And so whatever, but you don't pour lighter fluid into a gas grill and then stick your head into it.
I think what made that the best is she kept going, it's a gas grill.
Yeah,
it's a gas grill.
That's what I mean. It's like you don't put lighter fluid into a gas grill. It's like
wait, is this
dude? Did his dad just not teach him anything?
No, his stepdaddy whipped his ass.
His dad taught him how to dodge a punch.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Fucking, did y'all hear Lulu the other night say that that's why your Muslim stepdaddy touched you? It was like, oh shit. Oh damn.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, she was pissed. But he needlessly brought her into shit, right? And I thought that was funny as hell, but he's not gonna like that.
Just remember, he did it because it's your fault, Drag. Everything he does is your fault.
Yeah, people thought I was joking when I be saying that. It's like, no, listen to him. Everything that goes wrong in his life is my fault. Every single thing. He can't take
That's actually why I got kicked. That's why I got banned from his StreamYard, because I asked him, so, is it really true that Drag's been causing all of these problems in your life? And he's like, alright, you're banned, and then just kicked me the fuck out.
Hey, Drag, you're like G-Man's Kenny TMJ.
Kenny KFC.
Oh.
Kenny WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Who is this that invited me to a group? Are you in a stream? Who is this? A random person just invited me.
Not me.
Somebody just invited me.
I don't know any Kenny TMNT, but I do know one fucking thing.
Is it that saltwater fish guy, Drag? Remember that guy? He came out of nowhere and goes, I'm trying to get 1,000. I went to his channel just out of curiosity, and most of it are him just running around his living room. Like, he had like this kid's steering wheel, like a baby steering wheel, and he was running around his living room pretending to steer a car. And this went on for like 15 minutes. Like, yeah. Anyway, no. Somebody tried to get into the StreamYard over the weekend just to say hey, and we didn't recognize him. But he was like, "I'm trying to get my channel to 6,000 subs," and I went to and saw that. So anyway, just he's one of those people. I think as long as I do ridiculous things on the internet, people will watch.
Oh, he's kind of like Egghead. Got it.
Hey, so how many subs does Emo Howling Wolf have? Just out of
A few
curiosity.
thousand. He actually has a few thousand.
More than he deserves.
Oh, he subscribed to me,
Yeah,
by the way.
because when the Geek Room went live last night, somebody made a really good point that people should pay him to go the fuck off on people, and I would honestly do that. I would pay money to send him and go after someone.
Yeah, I mean that's actually a business model for Emo, like to do his loud screeching whatever the fuck, like at random ass people for money. Yeah, he could actually make money doing that.
Yeah,
I would pay him to leave the message on my voicemail. Just scream at people, Jello's not here! You know, something like, I don't know.
Stop leaving fucking voicemail!
I've actually heard this, that so I know that video I sent you on Review Tech USA with Wings of Redemption. Literally, he gets kickbacks at least $1,000 a month from all the people making fun of him. So he freaks the fuck out during streams because
what?
Yeah, Wings gets money. Wings of Redemption gets money from kickbacks from people that makes content of him.
Yeah, because otherwise he can BMCA them. So they literally give him a portion of their revenue.
So I reached out to Lean on Twitter, and according to Lean, Wings was lying about that, supposedly. So I don't know. That's because I was like, that sounds a little fishy. Because he's like, I get it. You know, you keep up the facade, but I was like, let me double check. But so according to Lane, I have to look up the message specifically, but I'm gonna paraphrase. Basically, he was saying that in order to cause discord among different channels, so that they would, argue against one another, and just sow discord.
Yeah, basically he was like, well, if they're fighting, they'll leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So I don't know. I mean, Lean could be, because it's like if you admit to that, it's like, man, that kind of does take away from the glory of the channel, because it's like this is it's supposed to be like fuck Wings. Like, why are you working with him?
Hey, Drag, do you remember the other day when the Black Guy TV G-Man conversation, and G-Man told people to flag the channel? Isn't that against DMCA to tell people to flag a channel?
It's against terms of service, not against DMCA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
it's a terms of service issue.
Yeah. In that same stream, he told somebody, "Hey, I want he wanted Tatius atheist to come to New York."
Tated atheist.
The tated atheist.
Tated atheist to come to New York. We'll see what happened in real life. Like G-Man, you're talking about people flagging other people's channels. That is a clear incitement of violence.
And G-Man still didn't even go to New York.
Well, there was that one time MP got G-Man to go to Times Square and look for him, and he was live streaming, like walking around looking for him.
That was a good one.
And he said, go to the police station and tell him you're looking for trouble.
If Drag could bring him to his knees with a handshake, what do you think Tatted could do?
Tatted would fuck him up. I'm not even gonna lie.
Don't hurt him,
Oh,
Tatted.
yeah.
Don't hurt him. Like, he's a weak bitch. He's like,
I don't think Tatted
really weak.
is mad at him as Drag is.
He had the softest hands, though.
Yeah. Like, how do you work construction and your hands are this fucking soft, dude? Like, what's going on?
Like, my hands are more fucked up and calloused than that dude's hands.
Yeah, picking stuff up and moving it around isn't construction. I think he says construction because it makes him seem manly.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Like, we've seen him paint. That's terrible.
I mean, with how ashy everything else is, I don't see how his hands are soft.
I mean, like, he cannot say he's a construction worker around Grand Ultimate Building at all. If he say that shit, like, yeah.
No, you know what pissed off Graham? Because I talked to him about it. He said, oh yeah, I went to the pre-apprentice program. Like, getting like apprenticeships and all the pathway to become a tradesman. Like that, because that's fucking Graham's bread and butter. And I was like, I feel offended too. It's like him. It's like Tommy Hall saying he's a scientist, right?
Like, it's insulting because my father was a plumber, and it's hoops you have to jump through to be as part of that. And no, that shit takes work. You just can't say because you put paint poorly against the wall that you're in construction.
Have you seen him paint?
Ooh. We need to
Yeah,
find
that
that
was
video.
Him painting managed to piss everybody off. Like, I've never seen Hogtie
He got
that flavor of pissed off.
legit triggered. Hogtie legit got triggered watching that.
Wait, sorry. There's a video of him painting.
There's a hangout on Drag's channel where he came in and he was painting because he was at work and he had to show up in the hangout to like talk his shit. And so we made fun of him a lot to his face, and he continued painting with a roller sideways instead of up and down.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't just sideways. It was long ways, crooked ways, up ways, backward ways. I mean, it was
a shit show. Yeah.
It was terrible. Like, so it's, if you're looking for that, it's one of the last Google Hangouts. It might actually been the last Google Hangout that I did. And I know it was in December because it was at the end of the semester, and it was like 8 hours long. And so
it might have been early January, but yeah.
What is it? Yeah, so December, January. I want to say 2016, 2017 time frame, because I know I was in Houston.
Yeah, you were in Houston, but I would say it had to be 2017. It might have been the beginning of 2018.
So, in other words, what you're saying is if I want to piss off Hogtie, I just need to make a video of me painting fucked up.
Horribly, yeah.
Yeah, like, just paint a wall in the most fucked up manner you can think of and send it to him. The other thing you can do is, like, you know, send him, like, 3 hours of drag snoring.
Well, just something about. I remember G-Man was saying I have customer service skills. It's like pulling a gun on a customer and locking a child in a store. No, you don't. And like what was it that the recording proving that he was still working there? When they called him up, he let the answering machine get it. Yep. And then only when someone was on the other end leaving a message did G-Man pick it up. So G-Man obviously doesn't answer the phone. He screens the calls unless it's somebody wants to buy something. I better answer now.
Yeah,
well, he was screening the calls at that point in time because of all of the Gary Ridgway's calls.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So that I said, okay, that makes sense. But remember when there's a certain part where EM is asking, like, hey, you know, do you mind if I come check it out before I buy it? You know, who do I talk to? He's, you know, this is Gary. You know, okay, you know. And so it's an appliance store. Of course you can look at it.
He laughed at the customer.
What?
Yeah, that was
like,
rude.
come on, dude.
Of course, this is a store. I'm like, no, you don't laugh at a customer. Anyway.
He's just no social decorum at all. But I mean that sort of thing is kind of acceptable in New Jersey. So I guess when in Rome.
I feel bad about that guy at the beginning of his videos when you splash on the GT. The guy goes, "Nah, man, don't put me on camera," and he's sitting there putting the guy on camera. So every time someone hits his channel, this poor guy minding his own business, G-Man asking him about evolution splashes up.
He has no regard for other people at all. Your boundaries, privacy, even people he likes. He honestly just does not give a shit at all.
We called Sister Cherry in the middle of the night because they were making fun of me.
You know what? I gotta say this. Like, I literally take customer service call from people in New Jersey and in Pennsylvania, particularly Pittsburgh. And I used to think some of these people were exceptions, but no, I don't think I want to ever go to Pittsburgh or New Jersey, ever.
I mean, if you go to Pittsburgh, you can look up D-Roy. I mean, you know, it's not all bad.
Did that retarded bitch Sister Cherry ever change her mind about G-Man after hearing all the evidence to the contrary?
I'll say this: you can check her channel because G-Man was on her channel a little bit after that, and you can see how much she changed her mind.
Yeah, that bitch is retarded. Fuck her. I'm glad G-Man woke her up. Fucking Gary.
Speaking of D-Roy, whatever the fuck happened to him?
He's around. He's still watching all this. He's watching all of it.
He still hates black people.
Yeah, he uploaded something about 2-3 weeks ago.
He still loves some white people.
If you guys want to see an idiot talk about like Black Lives Matter, I will send you a video of somebody I know personally who thinks that she knows what's going on and shit like this, it'll make you laugh your ass off. Especially at the point when she says that Indianapolis is a beautiful fucking city. Yeah, I need to send that to you.
I mean, Indianapolis isn't a bad city, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's like the most beautiful city ever.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. My friend lives there. She's been down there since she got out of college, but like, it's
It's not a very big metro area. It's not
exactly.
It's pretty clumped together, like smashed together, if you will.
Yeah.
So it's not like a sprawling, like spread out. I mean, it was a design city because it wasn't the original capital. So.
I think my thing is it's just like all these Midwest places. Like, I'm tired of the Midwest, but I don't want to get hit by hurricanes on the coast.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I was telling Drag, I was just looking at was it Hurricane Laura? It's supposed to hit around Wednesday at about a Cat 2, and it's going to go right over him. So hopefully he's okay.
Are you guys interested in the video that I was talking about?
If you want to put it in the private chat, we might check it out later.
Yeah, let me get a hold of it. I want to see if Drag will watch this shit. Give me just a second.
But there's a second one out there too that's supposed to hit a little further west at the same time, I believe, right?
I think Drag just ran into something. Did you hear that?
I'm not sure he ran into something.
Oh, I heard. Oh,
yeah,
big smack.
Yeah.
See, that picture makes G-Man look huge, but Fiona's like 4'11", and he's.
We all know that he's 5'3".
And from what I understand, that's a very large, oversized jacket.
It is.
It is. It definitely is.
It's probably some of the nicer clothes that he actually wears, but he's wearing a Victor Cruz jersey and an LA Dodgers hat. And I'm like, all right.
Wait, are we going to talk about how he had the same crusty jersey on for like 48 hours?
Well, I don't know if I want to talk about it, but I noticed that because he had that jersey on. But was the timing of when those two came out, like, did it actually indicate that that's how long he was wearing it?
I'm being hyperbolic, but
no, it's probably true. It's very possible. I'm just saying.
He had it on one morning with his little video stream on Saturday, and he was still wearing it Sunday morning. Now, I know I take my clothes off if I'm in the house, walk around in my drawers or naked. Like, that's just me. But G-Man doesn't have his own house.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I do it here.
Like, it's the reason why I don't have my camera on because, like, at work shirtless.
Drag, are you there?
I think he's still AFK.
I think he took a phone call.
Quentin accidentally hit himself.
Oh, that sucks to be him.
Look, we can't all be great debaters on the internets.
True.
But we can all be master debaters.
That's true. But I mean, for all the brilliant debaters like Gary and I don't know who else, Darwin's deity, whatever his name is.
Darwin's dipshit.
Yeah. For all the brilliant debaters like that, we've got to have guys that lock themselves out of the chat room on accident.
Gosh, just listening to like the cadence and pattern of how Dawkins speaks. Darth Dawkins, not the real one. It's just amazing. Like when he called the atheist experience, he goes, "There you go again. See, it's very obvious there you go again." Like he's robotic. It's almost scary that he can't tell how annoying he's being and how rude.
Well, you got to remember that's what they were taught to do in broadcasting. So motherfuckers practice that. That's the reason why, like, a lot of the news channels are not connecting with millennials or people that's after them because we can tell it's robotic. But boomers have a hard time kind of discerning that.
You mean like the way Darth talks, or the way they talk to Darth?
No, the way Darth talks. Yeah, it's the whole thing of like, whoa, we have to seem like we're presentable and reputable. And then people look at him like, dude, you no, you're not. You're talking bullshit.
Well, yeah, the reason he does that is because he tried to have his own show, and he just ended up blocking and kicking everybody out except 2 people. And then he realized, oh, now I have no one to talk to except 2 people who agree with me all the time. So then he went into other channels and then got mods and started blocking them. So he was down to his only resort was to call up the Atheist Experience 3 or 4 times and never got a chance to say anything because he wouldn't shut up.
Well, he did the same thing with some other atheists, like call-in shows. Oh, Drake had to go get the door.
Yeah, I'm back.
That's what it was. Yeah, Quentin locked himself out the chat.
I accidentally pushed the wrong button. I'm back.
Have we discussed, it's been several days now, and I don't want the topic to get too stale when the Shanny, the Von Helton rage stream on Shanny's channel. We all know what I'm talking about, that 9-hour
the 9-hour awesomeness, yeah.
Mind bender.
There's Mind Bender. There's a moment where Shanny starts, talking sexy. And and she starts asking Vaughn about the G-spot. Does anybody remember this? And she's asking Vaughn if he knows what the G-spot is. He couldn't tell her. He didn't have a fucking clue.
He probably thought it was some secret code name for a mission to Mars or something.
Well, that depends on the woman.
Is that what he said? Really?
I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was definitely hemming and hawing a little bit. I think it's somewhere near the back of the throat.
Yeah,
that's the G spot I can actually like.
Anyone? I mean, what was it? Linda Lovelace, right?
Linda Lovelace.
Yeah, deep throat. Yeah.
Deep throat. Word.
You know what? I saw a porn, and this is like bad, where, oh God, the doctor was like, here's your G-spot, like in the back of her throat, but you have an extra vagina in the back of her head. In the back of her head. So he was screwing
the donkey punch is more of a fisting.
He was screwing the back of her head, and the tip, and it would look like obviously prosthetic, but it looked like the tip was coming out of her mouth.
Quick, while Drag's gone, let's start talking about donkey punching. Let's fuck up his channel for good.
As long as it's not atomic.
Do it.
I'm still here, motherfucker. I'm just eating.
I like Drake's channel. I don't want to ruin Drake's channel.
Fair enough.
Oh, the nasty shit that Shanny says. Come on now, she still got a channel.
I try real hard not to shit where I eat, even when I really, really, really gotta poop.
Jello Shot, I don't think I've really talked to you much before this, but it's been really fun talking to you. Why is that lucky? I enjoy it.
Easy. Talking to me is no party, man. It's the.
Oh, dude, I enjoy this. This is hilarious.
My memory's no better than Rev's, and I'm not likely to listen to you any more than G-Man is.
No, Pew did fucking warn me about you. He did warn me about you.
Wait, Pew warned you about Jello? Why would anybody warn somebody about Jello? That takes the fun out of it.
I can't blame him though.
Okay, like to be fair, before Pew introduced me to a lot of this shit, I was more innocent than I am. And that's actually being truthful. And then that kind of went away after what he had told me.
He was a good guy, but his mother's a little bit flirty.
His mother's a little bit flirty. Okay, Jello.
I should have never hopped into a hangout with you fucks with his mom. I should have never done it, but I did it anyways because it was funny as hell.
It was
Wait,
funny
Pew's
as fuck,
mom?
wasn't it?
Pew's mom came on a fucking hangout with you guys?
We were in a Discord call, and I happened to be picking Pew up because he was coming down to help me move. And yeah, so I just okay.
The stars aligned perfectly.
Yeah, let's introduce Pew's mom to everybody. Why not?
You asshole. You are an asshole.
I am.
It was fun.
I am an asshole. And he decided to let me talk to her anyway.
Yep.
So I mean, look, okay, so I'm only willing to take so much blame, because like Vince said, he's the one who actually got her in there, and Pew let it happen. And I can only be so responsible for my own mouth, right? Because there's a whole bunch of craziness that goes on in my head between where it's supposed to stay and then where it comes out. And sometimes the wrong stuff gets filtered.
It was a lot of fun though.
Hey, so do you guys run your own YouTube channel?
I run a Twitch channel, but I have a YouTube channel that I've put stuff on in the past.
I run a YouTube channel which I browse other YouTube channels from and post no content of my own.
Well, see, the reason why I asked that is because I've been having a problem. Like yesterday, I set up a stream for 9 o'clock this morning. Everyone else could see it, but I couldn't see it on my channel.
Yeah,
just like everyone else can view.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, like everyone can view the video that I just did around 10, but I can't fucking see it unless I click on the link that I've already posted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
Drag ran into that yesterday as well, and so I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
And this isn't just like one day. This has been happening since I restarted my YouTube channel.
Oh, does anybody want to go check and see if the stream from last night on Shani's channel is still listed like for kids? Because she did that again last night where she accidentally, because she wanted to disable the chat, put her channel in kids mode.
That's how you disable a chat?
I'm not saying anybody should. That's how she disables a chat. I'm not saying anybody should report that for a COPA violation, but you know.
So how do you record the live chat?
Generally you can do it through OBS if you have the right overlays. You
you have to have OBS.
The one 14 hours ago?
Yeah.
Well, shit, there's two.
Or yeah, I mean yeah.
Well, people
unlike
be
Gary, we wouldn't suggest to people some kind of a flagging campaign or anything like that.
You did this on your own.
Gary,
you need.
We have a smart audience. Well, when I say we, it's Drag. I've said many times that
Drag's
coattails are
checking out to see if it's still there.
Is it the Why Do You Hate Me stream?
Hey Drag, if you can hear us, you need to check out the video I sent you on Discord.
Y'all not hear me?
Or don't.
Oh fuck! Why was I muted? Okay, that was weird. Yeah. So my beard's all fucked up. Is it? How bad is it? Oh, that. Okay, yeah, that is terrible. Yeah, I was somehow muted myself. So there's two streams. There's the Why Do You Hate Me, and there's another one 3 hours before that, and they're both still up. So I'm guessing that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah. She got tired of people in the live chat, so she disabled the chat and accidentally purged the video into kids mode. And it was literally available on YouTube Kids with her and G-Man on there saying the dumb shit that they say, so I guarantee that's not content that's suitable for kids.
Hey Drag, check and see if you got a message from me, because lately Discord's been fucking up for me.
Yeah. I think I saw it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think you could hear me. Yeah, I'd rather not view that. I appreciate it, but I'll pass.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's a dumpster fire in itself. I am not gonna lie. But if anybody wants to watch a shit show, it is in the private chat.
Drag, did you beat up Corky and steal his shirt and hang it over the back of your chair, you mean son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he stole that one from Kent Hovind, honestly.
Is it me, or does that look just like a fucking Corky? Did I see it wrong? Is that like a... Is it a beautiful flamingo shirt?
But no, that's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fucking
oh,
towel.
shit.
That's a towel.
Drag, if I can ask, because I saw Nate was in here earlier and I didn't get a chance to actually ask him. Did Nick really call him at like midnight last night, like a fucking dumbass?
I didn't ask him about that. I actually forgot because I thought he was gonna come back in here. I was gonna get some clarification, but supposedly that was a joke. But I never got a chance to ask him.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't expect to be on. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, today I'm apparently supposed to start school, but my class has not posted on their campus yet, so I'm just waiting.
So what you need to do is tell everybody about any disorder that you have, and then hide behind it. And there you go.
Oh, yeah. Tell them about my BPD, my depression, my autism, and just use it as an excuse for all my actions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me, Sergeant. I got autism.
Yeah.
Please give me a break.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that really gets under my fucking skin a little bit because, like, someone who actually deals with that shit, thanks for making all of us look like fucking idiots, Shanny. I appreciate it.
I mean, what's the point in having something wrong or at least different with you if you can't use it as a shield every little now and then?
Well, dude,
please be patient. God isn't finished with me yet.
See,
how the fuck?
I don't
okay.
even use it as a shield. I use it as an explanation. Just because you explain your actions doesn't mean you're excusing them. I think.
Yeah, I'm kidding, man. You're right. I totally agree with you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trick you, brother. I totally agree with you. I'm just fucking
Yeah.
No, you're good. Like, I agree with you. I agree 100%. Like, if I'm having a manic episode and it seems I'm coming off like just an asshole, I'll explain, like, yeah, dude, I'm not trying to make amends by saying, oh, my mania is acting up. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking going through it. Not saying, oh, well, forgive me.
Well, I gotta say this. I'm not the right skin tone to have mental issues because, that requires a different type of skin tone to have mental issues. Everything else it's all your fault.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Did you guys ever see the thing where Jill called Serb a white man and was like saying that Serb was racist, and then Serb goes, dude, I'm Native American. And how Jill just shut the fuck up right there? Have you guys seen that?
I think we did that before ages ago. It might not have been Jill. It might have been somebody else who didn't know Serb was Native.
It's on my channel, Drag. I'll send it to you so you can see it if I could find it, man. But I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Although most of us having seen Serb, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious if you've seen enough of it.
Look, Serb is white where it counts, and I do mean the bank account.
Well, no, he's Jewish where it counts in that case.
Some of us have seen a little bit too much of Serb.
Yeah.
Oh.
The third line is hilarious, honestly.
Have I sent your wife any pictures, Drag?
No, you can if you want to.
I should do that. Send your
Dude, I haven't heard from Nim in like 9 months. I'm wondering if he's doing all right. But he used to send like half-naked pictures of himself to people, including me, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
I never got any of those from him, but I mean, Nim was a good guy.
Oh yeah, he was a great person to talk to.
I enjoy
me too.
So generally, I send pictures of other people to other people.
Usually, it's pictures of Serb because
yes. Usually, it's pictures of Serb. That's true.
Who was it that you like went into G-Man's old Discord and was just nonstop posting trap porn?
Oh, that was actually Brett Keane.
Brett Keane started posting the porn. And then the trap stuff came from, I think, Wolf and Xavier.
Probably.
Dude, Wolf is the shit. Wolf King is the
Brett
shit.
Keane is still alive.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Still eating delicious
Jesus
bowls
Christ.
of chili made by my beautiful wife, Dawn.
Dorn, make me the mac and cheese.
It's beefaroni night, not mac and
I like
cheese
how some
night,
people
Dorn.
online. I like how some people online would try to say, "Oh, Brett won in the end because DP's nothing now." I'm like, he lost. Neither DP nor DFF gives a shit about him. So
You know who does
the
give a shit
only-
about him?
he
Shanny and
lost in
Rev.
the end. He's gone to irrelevant.
So this is gonna sound really fucked up, but the only way that I ever knew about Billy the Fridge before fucking Drunken Peasants was his little thing with Leafy is here, and I just found that shit hilarious.
Honestly, I didn't know about Billy the Fridge at all until DP, and I still don't watch DP often.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, no,
I know they
knew about
drama
Billy.
with Leafy's here, but I never really watched that.
Oh no, that was some funny shit. You should go check that out if you can.
Okay.
Well, no, I don't think they're gonna check it on Leafy's channel because, from what I understand, Leafy got banned.
No, he's back. He's actually back, and they're cool. From the videos that Leafy's been posting.
Well, no, like from
No,
what I
that's
understand,
right.
from what I
Yeah,
understand, he
yeah,
got
yeah.
banned again, like recently, like last couple of days.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Because I just watched a video from him like 2 days ago.
Right. That's how soon it's been since he got banned. That's just like yeah, he's got banned that quickly.
Huh.
Yes,
Neat.
Billy the Fridge. The refrigerator man.
I don't know. I think the only
Yeah, I
reason I
haven't
want to
heard
talk to,
anyone-
to Billy the Fridge is to call him Mr. the Fridge.
He lost a shit ton of weight. I have to give him that.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
I
did,
know
yeah.
there's a lot of controversy around keto. Like some people say keto's not good for you in the long run, but it seems to be working for him.
Well, I mean, if you don't do it right, you will wreck your kidneys forever. But that is if you don't do it correctly, because the problem is you have to flush all those ketones out of your kidneys and everything, or else you just like wreck them.
Ooh.
Oh shit, he got banned over the Pokimane videos. Oh shit, okay.
Oh, that's
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me. There, Pokemon's gigantic.
Oh no, Pokimane's an actual
No,
streamer.
Pokimane. Yeah,
Oh.
no.
Yeah, she's a big streamer.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Not familiar with
Yeah,
them.
YouTube smacked him down.
I mean, like YouTube has smacked down a few people. Atheism is unstoppable. I know G-Man made a call out to him recently. It was like,
Okay, Atheism Unstoppable was on at least his 4th channel. He's been smacked by YouTube so many times it's not funny.
That doesn't surprise me.
The dude's
I mean, I don't
a
condone
legit
it.
like actual Nazi, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't condone it, but it's like, dude, I don't feel bad for you. I was watching this other channel called Superpower Broadcasting before I unsubbed him. And he was all, Devin Tracy's been banned by YouTube. Why? Devin Tracy's a liberal. I'm like, what?
No, Devin Tracy's far.
Well, if he is, he's not appealing to a liberal crowd. Because you scroll down his comment section, it's nothing but just alt-right people. That's all I've read. I legit try to give AIU a fair shake. Because he's
So
friends
did I.
with Nightmare Fuel, who, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Nightmare Fuel, but he's a pretty liberal guy. Anti-theist and a liberal hawk. I don't agree with his hawkish views, but I love his smackdowns on religion. So I'm like, okay, if this liberal dude's willing to give AIU a chance, I should. But I was like, nope, I don't like this guy.
yeah, I think.
And I think I recall I sent a super chat to Drag asking, do you think AIU is truly racist? And Drag responded, well, he may or may not be, but he definitely is appealing to that crowd to make money.
Oh no, he's a big proponent of like race realism and stuff. So
Yeah.
whereas he may not be like racist, he's definitely skirting a real fine line if he's not actually overtly racist.
Sticks and Hammer,
Yeah.
Battle Band. I think the one thing about Thunderfoot, like he woke up and realized, oh shit, I'm not gonna go full all like these guys. Let me try to at least change my content. But a lot of people, like they, like we're not even gonna talk about Sargon, how he's just
Sure, yeah.
Well, no, I think the difference, like,
the other-
Sargon stands by, like, he is, like, the shit that he says online, he's about that. He tried to fucking run for, was it UKIP?
UKIP,
Yeah, and so
him,
it's
him
like,
and Dankula both.
yeah, and
You
he,
know, this motherfucker. For anybody that watch Avatars, this motherfucker said that the Fire Nation was the protagonist in Avatar.
God damn it.
I guess it depends on your position, you know. One day the Fire Nation attacked, and, you know, they did so because they had the right to. I don't know.
So the only actual conversation, like when we were talking about drunken peasants, that I've ever had with Ben was when an ex-friend of mine was trying to take shots at Ben, and Ben talked to me about it. And that was really fucking weird. I'm not, like, I think I still have the fucking Discord messages. Because, yeah, no.
I would like to talk to the peasants about their interactions with Steve at some point, but it'll never actually happen, so.
I don't think
they're fully invested in whatever Steve brings to the table. I guess,
which is nothing, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's a popular guest on that show for some reason.
Yeah, find what makes you happy.
See, that's where DFF is smarter. Is they don't do guests, so they're not judged for the people they have on. They just do their own content.
Yeah, and that,
I know a lot of people don't like DFF, but I personally do. Especially they did this recent episode. Well, it wasn't recent, it was a while ago. They did an episode about the manatee. That's what they were going to deep fat fry, but they actually talked about the actual animal, the manatees, and so many of the audience like got pissed off that they weren't talking about bread.
They trolled him.
Yeah, they trolled the fuck out of him, dude. They were
funny.
basically this was in the early days of DFF, so the idea, because I'm a patron of theirs, they were like, do you want us to DFF like foxes? Do you want us to DFF elephants or the manatee? They put it as the manatee, you know, implying it was bread. So we all thought they were going to talk about Brett Keane, and all they did was just talk about manatees, about trainers who accidentally killed them, about how apparently some manatees raped a bitch. Sorry for using foul language there, but the audience was pissed, like, talk about Brett. And essentially they were trying to weed out the people who wanted Drunken Peasants 2.0. That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
Making sure that they didn't have that crowd.
Which is a good thing.
I mean, that's a smart thing, yeah.
Because the peasants,
Yep.
like, I mean, as much as I watched them when they were first a thing, like, their content got stale real quick, at least for me.
It was obvious they didn't want to do it anymore. And, you know, whatever beef happened between the four of them, like, that's their thing. I don't know, and I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
That it's
Wait, are they not
from a
doing it
professional-
anymore?
No, like, Ben
No,
and
they
Billy
split up a
still are.
long time ago.
But
Yeah, Ben and Billy are
TJ, Scotty, and Paul, like, took off, and, like, Paul's doing his own thing, TJ's doing his own thing, and then Scotty just kind of... I have no idea what the fuck's going on with Scotty, but yeah.
No, Scotty's part of it. Scotty actually does a lot of work, and he did a lot of work for DP and for TJ's channel. He's kind of a behind-the-scenes guy, but with DFF, they all kind of choose a topic, and sometimes there's going to be that one guy who really emphasizes a topic. I think for Scotty, he really wanted to research the Black Plague. That's a good episode they did. And for Paul, the one episode he did, but it was for patrons only, is Jeffrey Dahmer. That's a great episode.
Well, see, I didn't know that the Drunken Peasants were of anybody else but Billy and fucking Ben. I've never watched them before that.
It started out as TJ and Ben, and then it went TJ, Scotty, and Ben, and then it was TJ, Scotty, Ben, and Paul. And then there was a split when Billy showed up, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't care.
Yeah, it was. I remember watching those episodes. It was right around the time when TJ, Paul, and Scotty moved out of Seattle because it was getting too expensive for them. Around that time is when I started to notice that they just weren't, like, that chemistry between the four of them was gone. And it's from, and I'm surprised you never saw it because it's from classical Drunken Peasants where we get all these memes about bread and some of the memes about G-Man, because G-Man was prominent in that show as well.
See, the only reason why and this is going to sound really shitty, but
Whatever.
the only reason why I started watching Drunken Peasants was last year around, I want to say October, an ex-friend of mine got me drawn into this drama about a certain person by the name of Jared Genesis, and I'm not going to talk a whole lot about him.
Oh yeah, I'm
And
familiar with him.
then when I got brought into that, I had no idea who the fuck Jared was or what he was about. But then, you know, a few of my friends started, like, on Discord, especially, like, Nicola and a few other people, pointed out this shit, and I saw for what it was, and so I started backing the fuck away after making a few videos about making fun of him and shit. I wanted to back out of it, and then it slowly got me stuck into this whole bunch of shit to the point where some shit went down on my old channel, and I deleted my channel and locked the fuck away because I got doxxed by people, like, all over the fucking place, including on 4chan, on Reddit. My ex-friend, because he got doxxed by people he was, starting shit with, and he started shit with Ben on the Drunken Peasants for no fucking reason, and that's when Ben reached out to me. Ben didn't dox him like my ex-friend was trying to claim, because what happened...
guys don't dox people.
Well, what actually happened was, so the dude went into the Drunken Peasants live chat and was just talking a whole bunch of shit, right? And so Ben found the guy on Facebook. And keep in mind, when I say ex-friend, I mean, like, I knew the guy in real life for, like, a long fucking time, not just on the internet.
Sure.
And so he was going, and he came on my channel and was just like, oh, yeah, no, Ben doxed me and blah, 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 blah. And I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And it kind of caught me off guard. I was like, why would Ben do this? So then Ben reached out to me, right? And so I started watching Drunken Peasants because of that. But then, slowly down the fucking road, shit got more intense with these other groups of people. And when my ex-friend got doxxed, he blamed me for it, even though I straight up told him multiple times to leave this shit alone. So he doxxed me, and I had to delete my old channel and restart everything. So that's why I don't really know anything about past DP, is because I didn't watch them in the past.
And after that event, you didn't exactly want to go back to watch them.
No, it wasn't. Sense. I'm not blaming DP for me getting doxxed. I don't want that to come off. Right.
That's fine.
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't want to be a part of that shit.
Yeah, and I am familiar with who this Jared person is through EFAP. I don't know if any of you guys here watch them, but I discovered Jared through EFAP.
He's in my neck of the woods, supposedly.
Huh?
Jared Genesis?
Yeah.
I think he's in my neck of the woods.
See,
I really wouldn't say that, Drag. I wouldn't really claim that, man.
I mean,
as any part of your thing, bro. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I wouldn't assume, and I think anyone's smart to know this, but the problem with Jared is, like, some of his adversaries, like, I know his main antagonist is Chris, the 30-year-old boomer. That guy's legitimate alt-right, like legitimate ethno-nationalistic, which, okay, that's your right to be that, but don't assume just because you may have a common enemy means the person that's against Jared is your friend. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, his group of people were some of the first people that started shit with me, right? Because my ex-friend was talking a whole bunch of shit about them, and because he was on my channel, they assumed that, I had the same fucking views and beliefs as he did, and so I reached out to Chris, and I was like, look, man, just because somebody on my channel says some shit doesn't mean I hold to it. And then that spiraled into a group of people known as Plate Gang. And by the way, anybody don't fuck with them. They are the ones that doxed me. And they're the reason why I got doxed for the most part.
No taken.
And yeah, they don't fuck around when it comes to shit. And I tried leaving this Jared Genesis bullshit, like, the minute I found out what he was talking about. Because, like, I was just like, nope, fuck this shit. I don't know. Nope.
I didn't realize what a scumfuck Jared truly was, because when EFAP introduced me to him, they just saw him as, like, this, okay, he's a loser, he's a funny guy, a weirdo on the internet that they laughed at. But they didn't know about his, like, huge internet history of, like, death and rape threats. Like, the guy is a real piece of shit. And say what you will.
Oh, dude, that's not even what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know that's not what you're talking about. But say whatever you want about Chris being, a white nationalist racist. At the very least, I know Chris is a law-abiding citizen, at least to my knowledge, whereas Jared has actually broken the law before. So Jared is more of a scumfuck in my eyes.
Well, see, when I actually had Jared on my old channel at one point, right? Because I didn't know who the fuck this dude was. Yeah, no, I had no idea who the fuck this dude was. The guy whose name was Kugel, and if you want to know more about Kugel, you can ask I Am Wilson because he kind of knows
name
about
rings
him.
a bell. That rings a bell to me.
Right. And see, I was actually friends with Kugel in real life because I went to school with him and shit. And he one day, I had one of my Discords that I own. I was just chilling in there listening to music and shit. And he sends me a message. He's like, "Hey man, I got a couple of these really cool people that I want to throw your way, and get some views on your channel and shit." And I'm like, "Whatever, man, go ahead and just send them in here."
Cool people,
and so, well, there are a few people that, were fucking with Jared and trolling him that I've become friends with because they actually are good people. But when Jared popped in, I'm like, "Who the fuck is this Jared dude?" And Kugel was like, "Oh yeah, no, dude, I'm mods on his channel. He seems like a cool guy, blah blah blah," not knowing what the fuck he's talked about in the past. So I'm like, "All right, fuck it, why not?" And whenever I first got introduced to him, all I ever saw was this dude getting hate and being picked on and shit. And I was just like, okay, people are just being dicks. That's my first instinct, is to be like, these guys are just being assholes. And so I had a stream with him on my channel, and I had a few comments, and a couple people hit me up on Discord and like, "Yo, dude, you need to take that off your fucking channel, ASAP." And I'm like, "Why? What's so bad about it?" And then they told me his views on certain things, so I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to have a person.
Always vet your guests.
Yeah, you need to know your guests so that way you can. I mean, it doesn't mean just because your guest is reprehensible you can't have them on per se, but at least know what they are so that way people don't turn and ask, "Hey, do you agree with this person?" But there's one thing I wanted to add that's kind of off the topic from Jared, because I heard some people bitching to me about this on Shabisky's stream about the whole G-Man drama. Like, what do people care about G-Man? I can't speak for Drag or anyone else here, but for me, growing up with struggles, I was surrounded by people that told me, "Alan, you're acting wrong. What you're doing is wrong. This isn't normal. You need to adapt. If you disagree, fine, but you need to learn how to behave in a way that you can blend in society." G-Man and people like G-Man, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, it seems like G-Man is surrounded by yes men, not just online, but in real life. Because I've seen him do his little videos where he talks to people in his neighborhood, and he just surrounds himself with stupid people that just reaffirm that village idiot mentality. Village idiots getting together. And that's the thing I fucking hate, is that village idiots get together and they think that their views are valid. So G-Man being insulted, I enjoy it. I enjoy what Drag and everyone else here does. Not because I like to see G-Man get insulted, but those comments on his videos saying, "Yeah, G-Man, preach the word of God. Yeah, G-Man, preach, you telling the truth, brother." Like, those people, those are the people that I want to be concert-minded. You're an idiot. You're stupid. Now, do I necessarily hate them? No. In fact, I hope that they would become smart. But how are they going to do that unless they're called out for how stupid they really are? And maybe they'll keep their
I
stupid
agree.
But they need to learn how to behave in a society, how to fucking function, how to act, and how they can and cannot treat people, because we all have to deal with them. So
I agree with you.
That's probably the whole reason I came on here. It's just to say that.
Yeah, I'm about to actually end
No,
this.
and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to end this in a bit, and I'm probably gonna take a nap. But there's lots of people every year. There's always the same group of people. I say the same group. There's the same issues that pop up from new people, and they don't know what's really going on. They go, "Oh, there's the focus on this person or that person, and why is all of this happening?" And so it's like, okay, well, for one, it's entertainment, right? There's a reason why. If you look in the about section of my page, it actually describes the very, very interesting things about what this channel's for. I don't take this too seriously. I was playing Elder Scrolls. We're just sitting here shooting the shit. The time I dedicate to this is actually a fraction of my waking hours. So if I was up as long as Shani, then I could see that being a problem. Or if I'm out in the middle of the night for no reason yelling in the park about how much I hate somebody, then yeah, you should probably worry. But outside of that, I'm sure there are plenty of other endeavors that I could be spending my time with, but very few are as entertaining as this. So if someone has something that's, I guess more highbrow, but just as entertaining, then then let me know. Absolutely. But I will say that, yeah, no, that's something that comes up very often, Alan, and every year or so I have to address it.
I mean, like, do people realize...
You should just make an OnlyFans page, Drag. That'll be entertaining.
Yep.
But do people realize that you spend less time than most people do watching sports? Like, I've heard that argument with video games. Like, you waste all this day playing video games, but you spend 2 whole days on a weekend drinking beer and watching sports. What's the difference?
Right.
It's because it's more
like,
socially acceptable. There's actual people that aren't nerdy that like to engage in sports, so it's okay, it's justified. Which I don't subscribe to that bullshit, but I'm assuming that's the argument.
And you see motherfuckers that are making money from streaming, buying houses and cars and Lamborghinis and shit. Now, granted, some of them are making stupid investments, but it's like, if you want to make it's a waste of time and not making any money, that argument is gone. If you want to say it's a waste of time, you just sitting there riding your mind with video games, then fuck you, because you're watching sports. You're literally cosplaying a sports character. I'm not cosplaying with the jersey. You're cosplaying, dog.
You're
cosplaying.
watching people make more money than you ever will.
When someone talks about anime, or when someone, like, if I talk about anime, people are like, why the fuck do you waste your time watching that shit? I'm like, dude, you're the type of person that wears a fucking pair of socks all the football season when they're crusty and smell like fucking shit because you think it's gonna help your team get in the fucking playoffs. But me, I like to unwind with a joint and some anime, and I'm the fucking person wasting my time.
Well, see, that comes
for me, my argument.
Go ahead.
No, sorry. For me, my argument is this: it's my free time. It's my time to unwind. I thought unwinding was for my sake, for the sake of relaxing.
Yeah.
Have to be productive? Does every single waking minute of my existence have to contribute to work? Like, I'm still a functioning member of society.
Yeah. Did I hear somebody say fuck capitalism? What? No.
No, that's actually a really good point. I'm not sure why people think because I can operate in the realm of biochemistry or molecular biology that every waking moment of my time has to be dedicated to that. Because it's not. Like, you look at Doc Savage, the dude is literally now on the team of people looking for to create one of the vaccines, one of the mini vaccines for fucking COVID. So is he not allowed to then go and fuck off and spend his time on the internet in the darker recesses, chastising idiots? Like, how is he supposed to be spending his time, right? Because what it is there are people out there who don't actually know much about you, right? But they, for some strange reason, think that they have enough knowledge about you, your character, and who you are as a person, your proclivities, to tell you what you should be enjoying in life. And it's one of the most presumptuous things I've ever kind of come across. And I have to wonder, like, what has to happen to you in life that you think, for whatever reason, that I'm supposed to like doing the things that you do, right? You don't live my life. You're not me. And you probably couldn't talk about the things that you say I should talk about. So where do you fucking get off on that? I don't ever tell people that shit. I don't know you. I can't tell you what you enjoy. If you want to go watch Shanny shit in the fucking forest and that's entertaining you, then go fucking do it. Right? Who am I? Like, I've never understood that. Never understood it.
You're wrong for this. You're wrong. Fucking Drag. You're wrong.
I think it could be. I think from what I've experienced, people have told me, like, what are you doing with your free time? I'm like, oh, I'm just doing this. I hope it helps you in your future. I'm like, excuse me? And it's usually people who themselves wish they would have been more productive. Themselves wish they wouldn't have gone to school. I'm like, dude, I'm going to school. I've been going to school full time. Let me fuck off every now and then and play a video game. Jesus Christ.
And you know what? That stems from. It's like a lot of people. They have some. It's the same thing, and I'm not gonna say everybody who's like a homophobe is closeted gay, but they have something in their life that they feel is unacceptable, and you're ruining it by doing something that you don't give a fuck about the social order. How dare you not fall in line? It's the same thing about religion. It's the same thing about politics. How dare you not fall in line and suffer a lot compared to, you know, living your best life? No, you're supposed to suffer like I am. The thing with Shanny and G-Man, you're supposed to suffer like I am. You're supposed to have your personal value attached to your internet. Shanny, you're supposed to suffer like I am.
Like,
and the gravy is blood, you know?
I find it so amusing how like G-Man was like, your channels are gonna be gone. Your channels are gonna be gone. It's like, okay, we'll just make a new channel. They're not invested to their channels like you are, dude.
He really thinks like thinks that shit's like hurting people.
Right, see, like I had people on my old channel who would give me shit for not posting, you know, music that I've worked on into that channel, and I've even made videos on my new channel. I was like, I don't post the music I work on a channel that I still do videos on, because the channel that I have right now is for a different part of the internet. It's not for my music. It's a different fucking thing. I will have a channel where I'll put my music up, but it's gonna be completely fucking separate from the channel that I have now. You know what I mean? Because I have friends who come to my channel and they give me a like or, you know, a subscribe because they're friends with me. Whereas, like, if I'm doing music and I'm trying to do it seriously, that's what I want to do with my life. Is, you know, if I want to be taken serious, I can't have those fucking biases where my friends are like, oh, dude, this is really fucking good, because they're my friend. They're not listening to the shit. Yeah. Whereas, like, if someone like, you know, like Drag, you know, like, I consider you as a friend online, but, you know, I would also respect your critique on the music that I would put out, because you're not trying to show fucking favoritism. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I don't want shit like that. You know, it's fucking stupid.
That makes sense. And also with art, I mean, I'm not an artist, but I imagine it takes time to create something. I mean, sometimes I like to draw every now and then, and there's days where I'm like, you know what, I just don't feel the mental aptitude to draw, like the focus, because I'm just so drained from a long day. So with things like music, like do you want like bullshit music just shoveled out all the time, or would you rather take it in quantities? I mean, look at TJ the Amazing Atheist. He's done this book which is called The Order of Chaos. That's his book response against Jordan Peterson, and he's been releasing it in like little chapters and videos, and there's been like gaps of time between each chapter, but each chapter's been fucking brilliant. And there's people complaining like, oh, TJ finished the fucking chapter. I'm like, no, let him take his time. I fucking love these chapters. Let him put his creative out, you know, let his creativity make it, not a fucking deadline.
Right, because some of my friends have been giving me shit as like a joke, because the album that I'm currently working on, for me, which it's for like I'm a recovering opioid addict, so this album means a fucking lot to me, and I've been working on it for a good 3 years. And the reason why I've been doing that is because this is something I take seriously. Even if I don't make fucking money on it, I still want to, you know, be happy with the shit that I put out. Whereas, like, I use my YouTube channel, and like I've said this before, I use my YouTube channel to bring like a smile to someone's fucking face if they're having a shit day. But like music, it means way more to me, because like it's a side of me that I don't really fucking show a lot of the time. You know, I've used music as like therapy, like, and I go to therapy all the fucking time, and I've talked about that. So people understand that, well, the people that know me, they understand that music takes fucking time. You don't just want to rush it out like, you know, fucking Cardi B's shit. You know, I can't stand that crap, because it just sounds like it's all the same shit, and there's no production value in it.
I'm glad you brought up Cardi B, and I want to make this quick because I imagine Drag wants to go soon. But I find it so irritating that I guess I'm one of those guys who just doesn't care for mainstream music. It's just not my thing. But fuck, I find myself defending mainstream music. I find myself defending people like Cardi B and what's her name, Ariana Grande, even though they seem like people I would not want to be around because of their attitudes and their egos, or maybe that's just their persona that they show. Who knows what they actually really are when they're not on stage? Who knows? But I find myself defending them because of prudes like Ben Shapiro and his ilk. I'm like, wow, only you conservative tightwads can make me defend musicians I don't give a shit about.
Hey, the Ben Shapiro remix is actually really good. Just saying.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's really emphasizing. It's not like it's his talent. Someone obviously was making fun of him. That's what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, somebody was definitely making fun of him, but he read those words that way, and they just happened to remix them.
I do not like the song because it's a pop song. And this is coming from the guy. If you remember Little Kim, they had a song, "We Don't Need It." So I have no problem with like gratuitous sex. It's just like when Ben Shapiro can read your lyrics and it just pops up with a beat, then you need to go back and work on your lyricist skills. I'm just saying, like that really is exactly.
I'm not saying I don't respect the hustle of people that do music nowadays. I just don't respect the lyrics in it. Like, it doesn't take a person with any fucking skill to make a song where you mumble half the fucking shit and all it's talking about is drugs, fucking women, and money. It doesn't take fucking talent to do that. Anyone with a fucking computer and a third grade fucking vocabulary can do that.
What does Snoop Dogg say? It's like the new rappers are like, drugs.
Don't talk about mumble rap like that. You're going to hurt Future's feelings. Anyway, all right, that's it, folks. I am going to go take a nap or something. And we'll see y'all later. Since I fucked up the date, we're going to try this tomorrow. I actually don't have class on Tuesdays. We will be doing this pretty much all day. I'm going to try having a full, starting at 11 a.m. Central Time. And I'm going to go ahead and make the watch link now.
You still got an eviction saga to do tomorrow too, right?
Do I have it? Oh, shit, yeah, I got to do that. So in the morning, okay, so 9 a.m. it will be the eviction saga. And actually, 2 hours, that'll be perfect, actually. So I'll do about 2 hours of the eviction saga. We're going to, actually a little bit less than that. I can take a break. We'll set up our stream for the launch of the preview for New World, and we'll have some fun. So, yeah, awesome. So any last words, people?
Yes.
If I'm allowed to, and if I have the time, I'll gladly join if I can. Because I'm just starting school this week, so I'll see.
Cool. Yeah.
And thank you, Drag, for coming on my show earlier. That's all I'm going to say again.
Drag, I need you to make some more parody videos so I can actually do another interview with the parody video.
Some more parody videos? I'll think about it.
Snorlax onesie is a must. Just saying.
Yeah, go sub to Drag's OnlyFans page.
Drag, thanks for having me, and I just want to say to Rev, Eastern European dick average isn't a baby carrot, so you're a fucking dumb guy.
There you go. We've heard from someone who's Eastern European. Rev, evidently you're not lying. Rev, evidently you are lying, excuse me, so sorry buddy, I don't know what to say you. But alright, that's it.
You're just got a smart penis.
Wow. Alright, I'll be in Discord a little later.